We're starting.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Potionomics. Hopefully, the finale. Please. Not that this game isn't fun, but oh my god.
We have been playing. I do feel like it's reached the end because, like, yesterday.
You reached rank 10 with literally everybody. Like, we're fine.
Reached rank 10, and we're starting to actually go through days by just skipping
the day.
Okay, so now we need to make specific potions and maybe at least just send out our adventurers to...
Well, this would... I don't remember... We weren't opening again. Because I remember at the end of last stream, I changed some stuff. So, like, I have Hustle now instead of the other one. But I don't remember anything else.
Like, we don't need to.
I think we could just end it. I think we can just end the day and start tomorrow.
Let me. Oh, this is the end of the day.
Yeah, this is the end of the day. This is night.
Okay, I wanna just check because
we definitely already did all that stuff, Saba.
Yes. Okay, then just feel free.
Okay. Wow, no confirmation on that button in the slightest, by the way. It just straight up just...
Yeah, that's why I'm afraid of just, like, accidentally hitting it.
That's crazy, actually, that it's just a button that just ends your day. That could fuck you up your whole run if you're on a different difficulty.
What was the name of that cheese that I liked?
Sylvia! I'm glad to catch you before business hours. I won't keep you long.
Okay.
I'm here as a professional courtesy in my capacity as host and sponsor for the competition.
What about as my husband?
Although, truth be told, I'll take any excuse to bask.
Ah, there you are. Thank you very much, Baptiste.
You don't need an excuse to drop in, especially when compliments are involved.
I'll surely keep
I have no
it in
comment.
touches, but for now, on to business. I know how quickly rumors spread in this town.
Rose.
Perhaps you've already heard about last night's break-in at the guild hall.
No, I hadn't. Is everyone okay?
All is
I'm
well.
glad they add that
In
as
the
like a
end, No
touch.
one was hurt and nothing was taken. But there is some indication that the intruder was attempting to steal the rare ingredient we've set aside as part of the grand prize.
The Maven Bloom?
The very same. It's why I wanted you to hear this from me. As a finalist, you're doubtless eager to know that the prizes remain secure. And I can assure you that they do! I take the matter seriously! As we speak, I have Corsac laying traps, and I've already commissioned a devilishly clever lockbox from Saffron!
What was it before?
Quinn is even going to set up a curse. I'm not entirely clear on what it does, but for what they're charging, it must be rather nasty.
Wow.
Just sets up a mimic.
Definitely going all out.
It turns Saffron's lockbox into a mimic.
First attempt that's been made.
That's funny.
Someone has been testing the limits of our wards ever since the Maven Bloom was brought back from Maven's castle. I should have realized before now that's what they were after.
Once again, we have slimes that could literally duplicate anything.
It can duplicate anything. We could just feed it to the slime. That's true. Well, you don't know if it would kill the slime. Yo, what up, Kermit?
I hope your heroes are taking precautions out there. You wouldn't want anyone to get, I don't know, transmogrified into an animal or anything.
Transmogrified?
Record timing I came in. Very good timing. Very good timing.
You needn't worry. My people are highly trained, and the radiation that's inundated the place has diminished significantly over recent months. It seems the land is finally recovering from the fallout of that historic battle.
I'd love to know what really happened all those years ago.
Wouldn't we all? But Robin was the only surviving witness, and he was so traumatized by the experience that he's only been able to share scant details.
Well, they don't know that.
He wasn't even a trained squire. Did you know that? He was just a local orphan, conscripted by the heroes after the Kraken battle.
And also, I don't think Saffron was there. She was there for the Kraken battle, but I think she then got injured and was left. Yeah, and then got left behind for the Maven thing.
Liability insurance premiums alone?
It's
nothing short of a miracle the poor child managed to walk all the way back to town in the wake of the disaster.
Are you sure that's what happened? Are you sure?
It's why he's so firmly attached to it.
Yeah, I'm pretty
He's
sure that's
generally a
Maven.
nice guy, though, right?
The high as hell dragon.
I got a
What are you
little
talking about?
the other day.
Well, no one gets to be that successful without having a strong competitive streak.
Saffron
That
is used to make karak.
If Robin is
Karak.
competing this time, who's judging the competition?
Not to worry. I have someone lined up already. You'll like him. He is ethically unimpeachable, a public speaking dynamo with his
Oh, it's like a
finger on
T.
the very pulse of the market. Furthermore, he's graceful and lithe, with
Oh,
perfectly
neat.
coiffed blue hair, frankly surprising.
Oh, he's talking about
body
himself.
strength, a nice smile.
You're obviously talking about yourself right now.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
It's nice that
That
they're.
was
It's
cute.
nice that because that's like newish. Like having the flirty dialogue is nice.
Oh, Magical Wasteland has weaker monsters and decreased loot drops. That's unfortunate.
Well,
A lot of things will cost less.
cost less, cost less. Yeah, that's true. Increased relationship game with salt and pepper. How exciting!
It's not like as if we already aren't
At 10.
at 10.
Yeah. Oh, the heroes aren't back yet.
I mean, these are all the new stuff, right?
Correct. Yep.
Suck it, we still got stuff.
Holy shit! Did you see the name of that? The middle one was
No.
Soul of a Nuclear Wasteland Shadow. That's fucking sick.
Frightening. Oof.
That's awesome, dude.
Mass Grave Inoki.
Gnocchi. How is your spelunking? Are you a gold digger? What spelunking are you referring to?
You, Zach, going into that one cave that one time.
Oh shit. No gold. It's a volcano. There's no gold in volcanoes. Come on, keep up.
The only gold in a volcano is whoever steps foot in there, or that would be you that time. You're that gold.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I guess. I'm just trying to
Okay,
be like,
well, thank you. I appreciate it. Something special happened? No, I don't think so. Why?
He made it out alive. That's pretty special.
I did make it out alive. That is true. Nah, she's flirting with you. She's not. Listen, I already got scolded for apparently flirting once today, so I'm good on that for a bit.
It's better to think it's not flirting, because then you're not gonna make any friends.
Scolded by her? No, no. I'm about to
by
say
you.
we
Yeah,
won't
you
get
had a
it. We won't
different
get into it.
situation.
But it's just it was a different thing that happened in a different server, and I got in trouble. So that's all. Private, yeah, I would say private, or at least like it doesn't need to be aired on fucking stream. Thank you very much, Kermit. I appreciate your boundaries. Respected my boundaries. What a nice guy.
What a nice fellow.
It was nice of Raheem to stop by and send exactly one message, which was happy birthday yesterday.
He popped up on my thing being like, what is this? And I'm like, it's Zach's birthday thing. So yeah.
It was
He probably went over before leaving.
Yeah. Man, I love listed retail price, man.
It was very good.
Kermit, I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that.
So Beagle's still a thing?
It is. I don't know what. Like, my thing at this point is, I like. Have you ever seen a video of something good happening on Omegle?
I mean, some things are wholesome, but then I'm at the same time, I'm like, this is literally, Omegle is literally a, like, it's like set up for bad things, basically.
But that's what, and so that's why. So like, there was a conspiracy theory that I was reading about the other day, which I have fully integrated into my belief system, which is that you know how Roblox Roblox is like a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yes.
I fully believe that Roblox is a front for like multi-millionaire pedophiles, because it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, you have to assume that it's like, okay, come on guys, like you could actually put like effort into like protecting the kids from these kind of situations.
They just don't care.
No, it's not even that they don't care. Like when, so like around, so long story short, there was a content creator who got banned from Roblox. He was a Roblox content creator who got banned because he and a couple of other people were catching predators on Roblox, right? And so like the initial response to that was like, he's actually just creating more dangerous scenarios for kids by simulating that stuff, right? And it's like, okay, maybe. But then like a week later, the CEO of the Roblox Corporation was like, oh yeah, by the way, we're planning on shifting to be more of a social dating site.
That's really funny.
And it's like, that's crazy.
Is it April?
Sorry?
I'm like, is it April? Because it's not. It's definitely not April Fool's Day.
There you go.
Oh, so it's just here.
Roblox caused a 6-year-old kid to grab a gun and shoot himself due to a game called Dare or Dare. It happened in Qatar, sorry, which is why it's banned. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's so tough because like now we're getting into like parental guidance, which obviously I cannot offer.
And also like it's like social influence kind of, or like in games.
Well, because it's like
yeah.
like Call of Duty does not cause violence, right? Like Call of Duty does not has no correlation to like school shootings in the US, right? School shootings are directly tied to gun laws, and whatnot. But at the same time, like you do still need to like actually participate in like parenting your child, like
yeah, because it's also influence of other people, right?
No,
It's
exactly,
like if
yeah.
You taught your child to be resilient enough at avoiding influence of other people. That's the thing. They can get into it's I'm pretty sure it literally is just other people telling you to do things, unless you are you have a mental illness, which are like like something like schizophrenia that's like telling you harmful stuff about yourself or to do harmful things to yourself.
Well, you could also have
like,
negative self-talk, but like I mean like that,
yeah,
like the example that
reaching...
Kermit gave, like that obviously would not have happened, right?
Yeah. So it's mainly other people. Like you have to, but the thing is, companies, they tend, people who have a lot of reach tend to more easily be corrupted, and not the probability. The more common thing is that people want to just do whatever it is that gets them the most money, and they don't want to deal with the hassle of having to, because it's a very nuanced, because it's very hard to figure out the balance of how to make something safe and accessible at the same time, and they're just like, well, we'd rather just try to rake in as much as possible. Not saying, and obviously I'm not pointing at any company specifically. It's
well, I mean, not to reveal my opinions on the subject matter, but it's like I don't think you have to point at any particular company, because I don't think any company is particularly immune to that accusation.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, it tends to be a common thing. So gambling and addiction, yes. So like gacha games can do that too, though at the same time, no, like you're walking into that. Right, it's like most people, But
at what point do you have to be like, well, yeah, but your business model is to attract people to walking into a bad situation,
That's the hard part about gacha, at least specifically.
I fully believe that.
People know. It's like it is a gacha system, though. It is also, this is then more on like the person, I guess, a little bit, to be like, are you particularly susceptible
to this sort of thing?
Yes, because I don't know if that's as much on companies to be like, it's not their responsibility to prevent your addiction, kind of, if you're
but
like
it should person. Like I would very comfortably argue that they should not be encouraging that kind of dependency, though. Like there's a reason why they call it dark patterns.
Yeah, you should not encourage, like, obviously they shouldn't be encouraging like people who are like,
wait, hold on, did I not buy a bunch of shelves?
Yeah, I thought you
I
did.
thought I
yeah.
did. Are they not in the shop?
No, we can go look.
Yeah, let's go.
But that's a little bit different. It feels like from like.
Oh, because they're not
people's
upgraded yet.
influence. Oh, that's
Duh.
what it was. Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
It results to responsibility and if you're willing to change the way you live. Oh, if you're talking about at least the gotcha stuff. It's more like, I guess, yeah, responsibility of yourself to make sure you know what you're walking into.
Yeah, here you go.
Because
This
a
is
lot
this
of
is
people
why I didn't
sometimes,
put them out. Okay.
yeah, a lot of people sometimes are just like, they're willing to, they want to blame literally everyone else for their own, like,
Well, because
obviously,
it's embarrassing and it's embarrassing and tough to admit that you're wrong, right?
Yeah, and addiction after at some point does become a thing where you need outside help.
Yeah,
but
of course.
it's like, once again, you cannot blame the game for existing and then you walking into the game when you already have like an addiction issue.
Like, yes and no. I don't like. Do you blame a gambling addict for walking into a casino? Yes. Do you blame a gambling addict for getting addicted to Uma Musume? No, because technically, legally, it's not gambling, and like, but it pulls all the same levers and hits all the same buttons. You know what I mean?
It's just not as flashy.
Sorry for cussing.
You know,
Cameron, what are you talking about? I have an addiction to coffee. I mean, that's caffeine. That's different, but sure.
Like, because gotcha and pachinko feel a little bit similar then, right?
Kinda. I mean, pachinko is just slots. It's just slots by a different name, right?
Yeah. So that's the thing. Isn't like gotcha just, but like the way it's presented and what you get out of it is different, but it's still the same thing of just, you know.
Well, because the only reason that gotcha games are not like gotcha games and loot boxes and all this jazz, the legal precedent that they're currently leaning very heavily on for not being classified as gambling games or like a gambling element is the fact that you don't actually get monetary value out of it, right? Like, you get value in the sense of like, ooh, I really want this character, but that's where like the politicians step in and they're like, well, then just don't like it's the sort of thing where it's like it requires an enormous amount of empathy to understand where that person is coming from, where it's like you're already behind on your bills. Why did you spend $200 trying to pull for Gold Ship or whatever from Uma Musume? And it's like, because obviously that seems insane. But once again, like the human mind is really fucked up in that sort of way.
Well, it's like something in game that you really want and it makes the game experience better. And it's like, yes, understandable.
Question, are we actually brewing anything today? Or are we just going to wait for the adventurers to come back and pray to God that they have something?
Just wait. I think we should just wait.
Okay, so who do you want to hang out with?
We could just hang out with her.
I have no idea how long they're going to be, so do you want me to just do... Do you want me to do...
Two.
Two? Okay.
Yeah, let's just do two.
All right, we're going to play badminton with our husband.
Romance is more important than clean counters. Romance and rackets go hand in hand.
Human brain is perfect, but the people on the outside that fuck you up from the inside. Also not true. Like, it's definitely somewhere in between, and I'm not even saying, like, it's a perfect middle ground either, but some people are definite, like, you know, some people definitely have mental issues, like chemical imbalances and, you know, all this other stuff. Wow, good call, Saba. But yeah, I mean, like, obviously outside influence. Whoa! Oh, it's mana of a specific color. Okay.
So
and by the way, fuck it. I don't care if it's lower loot drops. We need to send them back. Because that's literally all we're waiting for, is this shit.
Ooh, magical wasteland.
Floor. So we'll turn stuff in at Quinn. You can check out that floor, and then we'll send the adventurers back out.
They got a lot of stuff. Ooh.
We got a lot of good stuff.
Well, once again, and also too, the body has like a design to be perfect, but upon execution, there is always problems. So that we can never say the mind is truly perfect.
Well, I mean, like I mean, you can have mutations in your DNA which lead to genetic like schizophrenia, right? Like that's not your fault. You were born with that because that's a genetic circumstance, right? Or like a predisposition for cancer. Like, I don't know if you know this, but cancer is universally a bad thing. So having DNA that is like prematurely weak to that sort of mutation is obviously bad. But it's a sorry if I'm saying you. I'm not implying anything. I swear. No, Kermit, you're.
I know it's a royal you.
I have schizophrenia, but no. I know it's. I know you're referring to the royal you because I'm a normal human being, not to be bitter or anything. But oh, it's magic floor.
It's moving. Do you see
Staba,
it?
that's I don't know, man. That's a little trippy.
Not all of it. I do like it in here.
We need the
I think it's
wall.
kinda-
That's what we need. We need the wall to do that too. I mean, do you want them to be the same color?
We turn it to an ice palace. But no, that's a little too much.
Oh, that's really funny though. I like that. To motivate to pray. I mean, you know, whatever you need. That was actually one of the things that I saw that was really interesting was people talking about how one of the biggest aids in schizophrenia like treatment in modern times has been everybody has a phone with a camera in their pocket, because schizophrenia is not like, unless you're like using your phone 24/7, your brain will not replicate the same image on a screen as you see in real life. So people with schizophrenia will often just pull out their phone,
to see if something's real or
yeah,
not.
take a picture, and if they don't see it or if they see something else, they're like, okay, so that's a hallucination then. And it's like, that's kind of interesting. This game reminds me of Overcooked, maybe aesthetically, definitely not gameplay wise though, but I get where you're coming from. All right, so we're heading. No, sorry. Wait, did we already do? No, you already did Quinn, right?
Update Muktuk. See if we have enough.
You're absolutely correct. Thank you. So let me because I have to customize and put all the stuff back. But what was I saying though? I don't know. Mental health is one of those things where it's like, for a very long time and in a lot of parts of the world, I feel like the response to mental health issues was essentially being told to just get over it. And it's like, well, I don't know. It's obviously coming from a very personal place, but at the same time, it's like, when somebody like, if I break my leg and somebody tells me to walk it off, I'm gonna punch them in the nose. You know,
like, there is an element of a lack of resilience that I see that people don't seem to have as much anymore, which I do think we need more of that.
I think you're identifying an elastic response though. Like, I think it's people, because once again, it's like, just because someone has mental issues does not mean that they're still not prone to doing bad things, right? Like, that does not excuse you. It just means that you have like special circumstances that you have to like pay attention to. But what I mean to say, sorry, I know I cut you off, but what I mean to say is that I kind of half agree, in the sense of like, there's a lot of people who will like identify, or who will like self-diagnose mental health issues as like a scapegoat for certain things, where it's like, oh, well, you can't be mad at me, I'm bipolar, or like, oh, I have ADHD because TikTok told me so. You know what I mean?
And there's also like, oh, like someone was mean to me, and like it's like now I have like depression or something like that, because like they're like, I've like what they said to me was just like, oh, I don't like your hair, but then they're like, but that's actually super hateful, and now I've internalized their hatred, and now I'm depressed. And I'm like, okay, you need to first calm down, and it's like, you have to be more like, just someone saying that they don't like your hair shouldn't like ruin your day.
I mean, because
like,
obviously this is a like not real anecdote, right? But at the same time, it's not real. But I understand what you're getting, what you're getting towards, right? Where the how would I think about it? I guess it's just like, it's the most defensible position you can have in a non-violent situation is being the victim, right? So it's like, I can understand why in it, like on a basic rhetorical level, why somebody would want to position themselves as the victim in a scenario, because then it could be like, well, you're attacking me, right?
Yeah,
you know,
it's constantly like, and we have a lot of people who, it's very emotional based now, reactionary, where it's like, there's lack of like thinking about it. It's more just like instantly you hear something you don't like, and it's like, well, I don't even need to have to think about you anymore because I've already characterized you as being like evil in my mind or something like that.
I know,
And I'm
it's
like,
what I
okay,
did to
well,
Saba.
all the time. Yes, but so it's like there's a lack of like, it's like resilience and also reflection. I feel like that's
having
really
the
good.
ability to identify, like, no, I was wrong in that situation is like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm realizing, like, you know, obviously with circumstances that happened today, I thought about it afterwards, where it's like the phrase that I used during our conversation, like with the guys, of like, we're adults, just talk. It like that does, it rings true. It rings true in the sense, well, it rings true in the sense of like, we're adults, we should be able to talk about this, and maybe not necessarily like kiss and make up, but at least like get to a point where like, you know, there's like less animosity.
Like,
but at the same time, like, that's really reductive because it's like,
I think it's mature to be able to see that like you need to step back from something, and I think for the most
yeah,
part,
but I did it too late.
even for like little kids, well, that's the thing though. It's like for little kids to obviously, like, you said something and then you realized like whatever, and I think it's mature to take a step back and then come back to be like, and that's the part I was like, this is okay to apologize for, to be like, I could tell like I was being really affected by like my frustration. I shouldn't have said that specifically. Like, you had the right to feel frustrated. Yeah, you had the right to feel frustrated. It's just sometimes, people, I feel like good people should respond to that to be like, I accept that apology and I'm glad that you were able to like catch yourself and then like go back. Hopefully you can catch yourself sooner in the future,
exactly, right?
Yeah, it's like improving, right? Everyone's trying to improve. Okay, do what you want and say what you feel, because those who matter don't mind and those who mind don't matter. That's definitely a phrase, but you should always think before you say something.
I think that's extremely fair.
Do what you want, obviously, as long as it's not harming anyone else, and if it's for your own happiness, once again, as long as it's not
What the fuck? Why is that one 6? Why is that one 5? Hello?
I don't know.
Have we ever seen anything that's more than 3?
Say what you feel. You're allowed to say what you feel, but it's not always true.
I'm about to say,
like,
your feelings are not by default correct. Like, they're valid in the sense of like you're feeling them, but whatever, reflecting on why is the problem.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, because those who matter, in the latter half, I understand as well. The people who, and I understand this part too. If people really know you as a person and understand you, will give you the benefit of the doubt for what you're saying, but also at the same time, they should. Even if you disagree, you guys should not like vilify each other.
Well, I mean, so like, and that's why like the initial response to my comment or whatever like hurt, because I was like, what have I done to earn this level of animosity? You know what I mean? Like, what have I done to earn you guys just assuming the worst case scenario immediately? But then once again, it's like, as it was explained to me, it's like, well, these are people who don't either don't recognize you or don't know you, and all they know is that online spaces are typically like this. And it's like, I guess
reality that's like formed in online spaces, and it's a bit unfortunate. Where did the conversation start with? You guys are having an argument or something? No, someone accused me of flirting, and I was like, I did not flirt. I just gave Zach a compliment, and then Zach had a situation that happened where he also gave someone a compliment, but it was seen as not that, and now we're talking about this.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we were just discussing I don't know, because it's just it's so tough, because I mean, like, Kermit said something, from social media, people tend to be more exposed to emotional vulnerability. That is why there are people that say there are 58 genders, like what? See, I mean, like, that might, because I know how Saba feels about that sort of thing. Genuinely, like, the multitude of gender situation, I think that's a problem of vernacular. And I don't think it's necessarily anyone's particular fault, because essentially, because when the person says that oh, they're like, you know, hundreds of like gender stuff or whatever, they're talking about like gender identity. It's like how you choose to represent yourself, or how you like either internally or externally want to be addressed by. And if that's fluid, if that's not the way that you look on the outside necessarily, like, that's not necessarily the problem. And I'm not even saying there necessarily is a problem. It's just the fact that it's like, like, this is why I say, like, I think it's a vernacular issue, in the sense of like, the word gender, similar to how like in D&D, right? D&D, the word race meant one thing for a very long time, but then the definition, like the actual real world definition of what a race is, got refined and more defined to be more of a cultural thing instead of it being like more of a genetic thing. So it's like, we kind of got to change the word up, and now that's where they get ancestries and stuff like that, right? Where it's like, sure, you can look at that and be like, well, that's woke shit, and it's like, well, that's life, man. Like, things change. So I don't know.
The thing is,
I like that's why people say gender versus sex or whatever.
Don't agree to change. It's really hard, especially when it's like the entire society. Now, obviously, like I said, Zach and I, and this is the nice thing, Zach and I have like different opinions about a bunch of stuff.
It's true. I think Saba's evil.
This is what I was about to just say. Some people attribute things morally to certain values, which is, I think, bad. Like, just because I disagree with Zach on stuff doesn't automatically make me evil. Like, and that's
hard.
Excuse
you, hard disagree. Saba's evil.
Of course. By the way, Raheem said he would totally flirt with you.
Raheem would flirt with me? Well, thanks, Raheem. I appreciate that.
Yeah, there you go. But that's what a lot of people do, and
Saba, real quick, what potion are we missing? Don't we normally? Oh, we're missing the dowsing one, the one that's shaped like a diamond.
Oh yeah, feel free.
All right, so we ran out, so I'm just gonna send her on her way.
Yeah, feel free.
Raheem is a Muslim name. I think that's true.
Indeed, he is. Raheem has sent the little lips emoji, him being like his hair.
No!
Emoji.
Oh, I meant to hit back. I sent her out without beating the final boss. Fuck.
Wow.
That's my bad.
Dang.
God damn it.
Gotta reload, Zach.
I'm not reloading.
Anyway. Yeah, so I very much dislike the attribution of attribution, whatever the term
attribution is what you're trying to say.
Attribution of like moral and ethical, like good versus evil, to like people disagreeing on certain topics.
But the problem is that there are definitely some issues where it's like, no, like that's. Like,
I never want to attribute, like, it's very hard, right? You want to instantly be like, these people are bad and as evil as can be. And obviously
what I try to believe is that they're misled in some way, right? But it's like, I don't know.
That's the thing. The origin of where their thoughts comes from somewhere. It is rare that you will find someone who is just because I hate you and I'm a bad person.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know if that's really rare.
I would say it's more rare. Well, that's the thing. This is the part where it's like in real life, meeting people it's much harder to like, because every person has grown up and had to deal with their own stuff. So just being like, get on board with me, or I find you like as an evil person, and because there's also a difference between nowadays between just like being like, well, I just view you as like a bad person, I don't want to talk to you, like that's usually fine. But now we have the internet that dogpiles and like destroys people's livelihoods. So it's also, there's like this extra added thing which also makes things way more complicated. This whole topic is like, there's so many like factors you have to include and blah blah blah. It's a really big thing. It may just be too complex to chat about right now.
I mean, I fully subscribe to that, to be honest. But I don't know. It's just rough. That's all.
It is rough. Hello, Dulra.
Saba, that's Kermit.
Oh. Hi, Kermit. Back in my chat. I was used to.
Hi, Dora. I have no idea who you are.
Dora.
Just right. Hey, Kermit, remember that for the future. Remember who actually cares about your patronage.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is I have Zach's chat on my screen, so to see Kermit in my chat suddenly, I'm like, wait a minute. That's why I was like, wait a minute. Who's starting to talk as if they've already been here?
I mean, wouldn't it say first-time chatter if they weren't new? Or if they were new, rather?
Probably. I've got no clue.
What do you mean you got no clue?
I do not know. Maybe it didn't, I just didn't pay attention. Obviously, because when I say hello to people, I go, hello.
Hello.
And then when I recognize people, I'm like, yo, what's up?
Yo. All right. So I just sent the adventurers out. I think we're good to just hang out, right? Who do you want to hang? Can I hang out with Quinn? How about Saffron?
Let's hang out with yeah, we can do Saffron.
Oh,
Zach Preston and all the stuff. Zach is day one.
what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Raheem, watch yourself.
Oh, I totally missed. No, that was Kermit. Let me see her
Kermit,
chat.
watch yourself. I don't know what that means, but you better watch yourself.
Switch my thing.
There you go, 30, 30, 30.
Kermit says it means you're the realest man. I don't know what to
Hell
tell
yeah.
you, but I am also the most realist man. Okay, I've spoken to yesterday's stream.
Saba desperately trying to to redeem herself in the eyes of the chatters. By the way, you two have fallen prey to our scheme here, where Saba has the big titty VTuber, and then I'm the one with actual personality. So they come, they arrive for Saba, and then they stay for me.
If you're equating humor as personality, then yes, you could probably find more humor with Zach. I'm much more of like a, I don't want to say I'm serious, but I more
I would, by the way, I do want to say, it's not that you're not funny, because you are funny. You have done tons of hilarious shit before. I think it's just that you're not, this is gonna sound insulting. I don't think you're witty, in the sense of, like, I don't think you can come up with jokes, like, really fast on the fly and, like, make quips and stuff, but I think that's totally fine, because you are very funny. It's just, you're funny when you have, like, time, you know?
I'm not the best socially at like certain jokes. Like there's some things that it's like I'm not good at like the long form like witty content, but like if I can make just like it's not comebacks, right? But it's like sometimes I'll just like blurt out.
Do you know how many fucking clips we have on my channel of like me talking about something and then you fucking roasting me for no reason?
It's still to this day, the more insecure joke, I still am like so confused about like, because I had originally said it like being like, what does that mean, more insecure? But me just saying it, apparently everyone understood that as meaning something, and I was like, I guess I was funny.
So the context of what was being said was we were obviously talking about the protagonists of It Takes Two, right? So yeah. I was critiquing the husband as being an insecure guy because like he is, like that's by definition part of his character. By you saying more insecure ? Because the comment that I said was that if I was a more insecure person, I would be the husband from that game. And then you said more insecure, as if to imply I'm as insecure as humanly possible.
Oh, okay.
and that's why I was like, fucking damn, what the hell?
That's good.
Okay.
It was really funny. So like I have more of like stuff like that. But also, like, the people
Kermit, I'll
around
remind
me
you, you're on her screen before you say anything. Sorry. I just don't want.
You are here. I do see you.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
That is also on my screen.
I'm about to say, I'm saving you. I'm saving Raheem. I save everybody who tries to come over here. Because listen, I'm a funny guy, but Saba does have like receipts for what's said in both chats. Sorry about that, brother.
But yeah, I tend to be a little bit more I'm trying to find the word.
Grotesque.
Rotund.
Rotund.
Like psychological? I don't know what the word is.
You thinking cerebral?
No, like someone who likes to talk more about like thoughtful topics, or like not always serious, but just like likes to like go into depth about stuff, kind of.
Sure.
So
yeah, I mean,
funny.
and once again, like this is the type of conversation that you and I haven't had on a Sunday in a while, and I do really appreciate that. All right. Well, Kermit, if you do end up falling asleep, which I do highly encourage, have a good night.
Good night. Why are you asking me about a library?
Because you want to be a
I don't know
librarian?
where your library is.
Wasn't that your whole thing, was that you wanted to be a librarian?
No, Raheem's like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca, por favor? No puedo encontrar la biblioteca. I'm like, I don't know where the library is, sir. It's this philosophical, the word you're looking for? Maybe?
I don't know if I
Maybe.
would call Sabas philosophical.
The thing about that, like, I actually like talking about certain philosophical stuff, but at least when it comes to philosophy, at a certain point, I've realized my brain does get tired. I'm like, I am fatigued, and I genuinely cannot keep talking about this.
I think that's fair. I think, you know, to kind of like circle the wagons a bit rhetorically, I think that's one of the, oh my god, I just got arcane quartz. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Anyway.
You know Spanish, or is it just ninth grade Spanish?
It's Spanish.
It's ninth grade Spanish class. I learned Spanish in like high school, middle school. No, I didn't use it enough to
it's still Spanish, Kermit.
What is it? I do recognize some stuff. Okay, that's a bare minimum. But I barely remember how to speak back. Okay. Anyway, yes.
Saba, should I wait on buying this shit?
Maybe.
It's so expensive today because of Robin.
Yeah, maybe just wait.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, we got some stuff to do anyway, so it's fine. So, baguette, you know? Eh? Baguette?
Baguette?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to go back to the thing.
Not
But yeah,
French, no.
but to kind of circle the wagons rhetorically a little bit, I think that's been a consistent issue for me as time goes on, I guess, and the internet becomes like, you know, not necessarily more of a staple in my life, but like something where it's like, okay, this is like a different thing that I have to learn. There are definitely a lot of situations where it's like I'm treating a scenario as if it's like the real world. You know, as if it's like we're sitting at a table talking to each other, and it's like, no.
I like that too, because it almost is an well, it's different for like public servers, I guess, a little bit, but I do like the idea of treating, like, when I message people, I like to kind of message people quickly because I want it to feel like a conversation. I don't want it to be I message someone and then 2 hours later they finally decide to message me back.
That's a whole. So by the way, fucking put a pin in that. That's a whole other thing we could talk about from the server at some point, but. I am kind of isolated from the real world because I make my kids to not become influenced by social media as if it were the plague. I mean, genuinely, I think that's probably wise because social media, like, I think we talked about this before, although I guess Kermit wasn't here. Well, there's give and take on both sides, and that's the thing that I think makes it rough, at least in my opinion. Oh, you know what? I should buy 3 of these sorcerites. I could probably do that.
I would say it's smart to first, like, not do it, but I think you need a game plan in order to, like, be the smartest way to interact with social media. I think you need a game plan to do that.
I think that's fair.
Because they will interact with it. The future is just more online to a certain degree. So it's like, I think it's actually going to be a detriment to you in the long run if all you do is make them not go on it. I think it's just you need to teach them how to use it properly.
I've dealt with many social media stuff. I mean, who hasn't at this point? But yeah. So anyway, because it's like I remember like back in the day, like, you remember the multitude of times where I was like, I gotta stop watching Northern Lion stream because he's just so incendiary. And it's like, while that might be true in the sense of like he was being kind of a jackass, at the same time, it doesn't really matter because like that's not the context that we're in. Like, if he was saying those kind of things like at a dinner party, yeah, obviously he's fucking nuts and like people would be on my side. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, we're not. He's a streamer, he's a big streamer, and so it's like, yeah, you're being a weirdo right now. It's like, I guess so. Because it's like, I'm trying to remember the exact context, but it was like he was so vehement about how he didn't want to pronounce pho correctly. Because he's like, it's spelled P-H-O, so it's pho. And it's like, well, no, the word is pho, so just say pho, right?
Like, and it's interesting, I will say...
Zach, you got good grammar? I just talk a lot, that's all. Thank you for spelling my name correctly, by the way.
What is it? age limit also to like when you should introduce stuff. That's totally, I think, something that's also
fair.
should be applicable to your situation. For what you're saying, I agree with the statement because it's easy for Americans to say pho. There is certain words from other cultures though that are hard for people to.
I mean, sorry, pause real quick. Fucking Kermit just I said thank you for spelling my name correctly, and Kermit's like, oh wait, never mind, and then misspelled it on purpose.
Well, he spells my name Sabo. S-A-B-O.
That is true. That is true. But
So
that's a
it's
One
just a
Piece thing though. That's different.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
that's
one,
really
but,
funny.
what is it? Where it's like Americans do just have like, and it applies to other cultures as well. Some culture,
I mean,
or some
but he's
languages
Canadian.
are actually just hard to pronounce. Oh,
Like-
okay,
like when he
yes.
said- like
This
when he
scenario which
says-
you're talking about, it's not applicable because pho is easy to pronounce
Correct.
to Americans. Like that's why that doesn't
Oh,
apply.
okay, that's
to
why
this
that's why you're
scenario.
bringing it up. I'm about to say
all
because
I'm
like
saying is separate to the scenario.
to be fair, because like once again from his perspective, to be fair, from Northern Lions' perspective, he has been streaming for like 11, 12 years at this point, and he gets mocked constantly for the way he pronounces pasta and plague. Like he says pasta because that's like where he grew.
Sometimes
That's
it's just an accent. Yeah.
well,
sometimes
right,
it's just
and then
an
he doesn't
accent.
say plague; he says plague.
That's kind of funny. I won't beat him up over it, but it's kind of
But,
funny.
but that's the thing, though, is that a lot of less kind people do beat him up on it.
and I will
So
say,
from
yeah,
his perspective,
the thing is,
the pho
sometimes
thing is the same thing.
People in chat feeling, not you guys, but sometimes when you're a big streamer, people in chat do feel entitled to kind of just say, you have to listen to us. Like, you're wrong. You need to listen. And once again, this relates back to, and if you don't, you're just a bad person. Like, and that's what's unfortunate.
I
Because
guess
there are
so.
some people that really try to like,
Oh, hold on, sorry. I forgot what I
like,
was
are
doing.
just trying to be like nice, to be like, to inform you, right? Because it's like, I want like your base of knowledge to increase. So it's like, just to let you know, most people culturally say pho, not faux. So if you want to say it how the like from where the culture it comes from, that's how you say it. But most people are like, you're saying it wrong.
Right, you're
Say-
saying
say
it
pho.
wrong, or or
Yeah.
like it's because it's Twitch chat. It would be PHOO question mark or you know whatever.
Yeah,
Like so
yeah.
just something like extremely unhelpful. So I don't know. It's once again it's rough.
Waddle.
As I said, potato. Kinda. Well, you said patata,
Potato.
but I understand what you mean. But it's tough.
Potato.
I don't know. Well, because it's like because you know what I think it is. And once again, this is obviously extremely apropos of like stuff that happened earlier today. But like, I think it's really fascinating, or I find it genuinely fascinating how so much of like baseline human communication is based on tone and body language and like having like pre-existing knowledge of a person. But at the same time, it's like you can't do any of that on the internet, you know?
No, it's very hard. Like I find that like in person, I'm like way more willing to give people the benefit of the doubt, which is not always the best. Online though, I think maybe reasonably overly cautious about really interacting with anyone. But so far, the bare minimum that I've tried to interact with people has also just been, it hasn't really made me any happier. Like a lot of things where it's like when you jump into a server, you're just supposed to jump into a conversation, right? And that can be a bit jarring, but I've tried doing that, right?
Uh-huh.
But when then you have scenarios when you jump into a conversation and the active parties actively ignore you. And I've had that kind of happen where it's like I've tried to
And like that, and that's obviously really rough, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
like in that case, you would be told like, oh well, think of it from a real world perspective, and then my response would be like, well, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to take this from a real world perspective or no? No, Zach is
that's
mine. I
everything.
flirted first. Listen, fellas, listen. I'm not gonna date either of you, but Raheem, I appreciate it.
But what is it? Because like in real life, I can literally like make eye contact with you, make you like like shake you or whatever to be like, I'm like trying to speak, or like I would like to be listened to. And if like not, right? If clearly you're just being a douchebag, I could just be like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm not going to be here, right? But for like people, it's so I think the degree of online, I think it I don't know. So some people, maybe it doesn't require as much courage, but I think it requires more courage online to try to start engaging with people, because you genuinely have nothing you can, like,
Well, it's so
see from these people sometimes.
well, it's
at the
tough.
beginning, at least.
Well, it's tough, right? Because what you're talking about is trying to establish, like, because the thing that you get for trying to make connections online is you get like a shit ton of tries, because it's essentially the virtual equivalent of just flying to a new city to maybe say hi to some people, and if they don't vibe with you, then you just leave, right?
But that's the thing, is that, like, I think for you guys, it may be a bit easier. Like, for me, I genuinely don't really have many places I would want to try to, like, dip my toes into to begin with. Like, I'm already, like, I joined, like,
You were
one
about
server
to
or
burp.
2 servers.
I'm trying to not, all right? We're talking, so I don't, and I know Saba hates it when I belch into the mic.
Into the mic, yes. But it's also just, like, I don't know. It's, like, a bit of a bummer. It's one, if you don't know how to search for places, right? Like, it includes servers. If you don't know how to go searching for servers, you're kind of limited in what you can join. And then for me, the places that I have joined that I thought I would like, it ended up being like meh. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Like, I have some of the servers, but I'd never engage. It's mainly just for like updates and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's a bit of a bummer. So you actually mentioning like the idea of like a community server had never even like come to mind.
Well, because I mean, that was like
the
the very first thing that I thought of when I moved out here, where it's like, I need to meet locals, you know?
No, and that's good. And on one hand, I'm like, it's actually a bit of a shame that, like, in order for you to do that, you had to go into Discord. But I think Discord is still like a good tool, like, if for you to, like, now that you're like, oh, well, we you know, scheduled hangout sessions and blah blah blah.
Oh my god, Saba,
like,
look at this.
That's beautiful.
Saba, this is a 5-star masterwork, no downsides.
That's amazing.
And we're not even remotely close to the maximum Magimans.
That is
holy
amazing.
Shit, dude! They must have because when you set the game to easy, it just said about the time and then the fact that like the like money would be easier, right? It didn't mention anything about this. I think they straight up must have rebalanced this, because I swear to God, so this is the best cauldron that we're gonna get in the game, right? It's the very last one that you get. I swear to God, I remember it being 1,500.
Ooh.
But anywho,
Nice.
so anywho, yeah.
I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I just still wish there was places outdoors that were places where you could socialize as easily and try to make new friends as easily. Because I feel like there are some places, but there tend to be niche for like hobby, and then
I can see that.
You do have the gen, like maybe a little bit younger than our gen, that they're actually just bad at socializing now.
I mean, that's not
Like,
wrong. I definitely can't call you wrong there.
I make friends by playing the piano in public. Raheem, you've got courage to play the.
I'm about to say that's a whole different thing, man. That's impressive in a completely different way.
Small. Trafford Center is the place. Just be Trafford Center is the place. Dude, you're doing great.
Yo, let's put some rot flies. Never mind. Let's go put Yeti antlers. We're using these for adventurers anyway.
No, frozen.
6. I need 1. So hey, perfect. Nah, I joined this Twitch stream because mainly Zach and you guys keep it lively. I like to hear. I hear like a live grenade did really mention Zach, plus the arguments keep escalating, plus Zach. Okay, well, it's okay. You don't need to keep saying plus Zach. I appreciate it. Like I do try to be funny, but
I think being an introvert, because it's like the interesting thing is, okay, I will say, not calling you out specifically, Just Shinobi, but you brought up an interesting point. Some people do actually have a social battery. This is what I will apply to being an introvert. People have a social battery. That's what makes me feel like you're like an introvert, if your social battery is less. And also you thrive off of like energy from like being alone. If you just want to avoid confrontation, I don't know if that necessarily makes you like, because there are some people that like I've seen where it's almost like you're using the title of introvert as an excuse not to go out and meet people, or to try to go out and meet people. Do you kind of get what I'm saying, Zach? Like, people are just like, well, I'm just an introvert, but I complain that I don't have friends.
Yeah,
And it's
I mean,
okay,
yeah.
but like,
It's
like
once
being
again,
introverted
it's
is not the reason you're not having friends.
correct.
Like, there's other factors. Yeah.
Well, once again, it's rough because it's like I just need purple, I think. Once again, it's rough because it's like on a humanistic level, that person who would be saying that in this hypothetical scenario, the person who would be saying that is suffering from like other forms of social anxiety, right? But it's like
yes,
but they have chosen to
wait,
identify and label it as like whatever, and it's like it's rough,
that's
right?
the thing. Being an introvert does not equate being socially anxious. Like, just because you're an introvert, that's why I said being alone is where you get energy from. Does not
Saba.
that does not equate to having social
Hey, Saba.
anxiety. Ooh,
7-star masterwork dowsing enhancer. Literally does not exist.
In society equate the two, but I at least for me, I don't personally equate the two. I find that introvert versus extroversion is extroverts,
they
like,
gain energy
kind
by
of-
being in social situations, whereas
Exactly.
introverts gain energy by being in like isolated situations. It's the reason
Yeah.
why. It's the reason why when we would have what the fuck? It's the reason why when we would
it's annoying.
have game nights on occasion, I would literally have to like leave and like go lay on my bed for like 20 minutes or whatever, because it's like I'm having fun, I am, but at the same time, it's
need a
like
little bit of a
boy
break.
howdy.
Like, there's too much noise, there's too much, yeah, so like I'm kind
So
of more in the
stimulating.
middle now. I think I'm a little bit more of an ambivert. Like, I enjoy being around people, I enjoy the commotion to a certain degree, but sometimes I'm like, I just need a break. I genuinely cannot be around this many people.
Gouge his eyes,
So-
Saba.
Gouge his eye?
Hit the button.
What button?
Are you
Where?
fucking
Oh.
stupid?
Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on.
Gouge his eyes!
Thank you. Jesus, was that hard?
And then,
Psychic attack!
and then,
By God's light, I smite you!
was that enough attack force?
Jesus, Saba.
Did I make it in time?
You know what? You got me, Saba. You did it.
Ha!
Oh, that's so good, man.
The thing is also, Dusk Shinobi, social anxiety is legit. The question is, if you think it's a problem, the question is, there are some people who don't put any effort and just say they have social anxiety, but then also kind of blame the world for like not being better. And it's like, okay, you have to make sure if you have something that you see is inhibiting you, how can you work on it to like make yourself have like less anxiety, and to help you, if you want to have more friends, to like make more friends. I think that's the thing. It's the people that just use it as like an excuse to then be like, so I can't do anything. I'm like, that's just a bummer for you. You know, it like, the situation has nothing to do with me, because clearly I'm not losing or gaining anything, but I see like somebody who's like clearly upset with where they are, and they're like, but I just have social anxiety, or I just have X thing what's inhibiting me. And it's like, are you sure? It's like there's nothing you can do, I guess.
Is this wrong? Did I do this incorrectly? How is this like, how are we only at 900? Sorry, I feel like I've gone insane. How? What? This thing with 88 Magimins is the highest amount of Magimins we can possibly have in the drink at the same time. Really? What the fuck? All right, well, sorry about that.
Oh, I will say though, also, Dust Shinobi, it is kind of sucky, because we were just talking about how people nowadays are really bad at socializing. That doesn't help it. That does not help people who have anxiety about trying to, like, they're trying to socialize with other people, but they're really nervous about it. It's not helpful when other people just suck at socializing.
I mean that's fair. I don't necessarily think that's wrong. That's fair. Also, who the fuck is Dust Shinobi?
Oh, Dusk Shinobi has shown up before.
Have they?
Yeah, I believe kind of multiple times sporadically. They also subscribed, which I was like very pleasantly surprised. I was like,
Hey,
people
hey,
don't usually
What are you?
subscribe to me.
What are you fucking? What are you get? What are you two talking about in my chat? Saba, you seen this? Fucking.
Oh my god.
Hey,
What is this conspiracy happening?
listen. All right, you're allowed to speak in whatever language this is, but you're just making me nervous just because I don't know what you're saying.
I will say, I find it really funny when Raheem was like, "Donde está biblioteca?" Because I feel like biblioteca is one of the words, like the main words that people are like always they remember, but also make fun of to a certain degree. I'm
Yeah.
like, I love the library, but la biblioteca is really funny
Nothing
word.
that interests you. You're in my chat. You're fine. You guys are okay. I just thought it was just funny just seeing you guys like talking so quickly, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what this is. Anyway, so you're saying is that if Dust Shinobi has been here before, you're saying that if I call them a jive ass turkey, that they're gonna understand that I mean that with kindness.
Maybe. I mean, if Shinobi's still here, can you remind me? I know you showed up for like another game. I just don't remember what it was. If you're not here, then obviously I'm just talking to air, but you know. 'Cause I swear I remember seeing obviously we've played so many games, my memory is already that of a goldfish. I have a hard time. But
Very true. All right,
Yeah.
by the way, I'm gonna hang out for the rest of the day. Is that okay?
Okay, but don't forget to go back to the husbando and hang out with him too.
We did already.
That's totally fine, yeah, as long as you hang out with him once per day.
Yeah, we hung out. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I hung out with him. Yeah, see, there you go.
Okay, then you've hit the quota for today.
Thank you.
One hug per customer?
Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. It's so tough. And I feel like Saba and I are also guilty of this, of like people feel so confident in their own like observations of the world because it's like you kind of have to. Like that's kind of what like your ego is built on, you know? Like to have no ego is to be like a paper bag in the wind, and that's not a life to live in its own way.
I will say, Zach is way more confident than me. I'm way more open to. I'm like, I just don't know
What are you
a lot of
talking
stuff. Zach 100% is like, Saba, I know exactly what it is, and trust me when I tell you, I'm the one constantly being like, I don't know.
What
Maybe.
the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, you know what? I could talk about some stuff, some conversations that we've had, and I'm not going to out of respect because I do respect you.
Wait, pause. The only one that I was like, I'm 100% confident on was the foxes and the dogs.
Listen, it wasn't the foxes or dogs thing that pissed me off. It was the fact that you were stamping your foot like a fucking child. That was the thing that was pissing me the fuck off.
Right,
you weren't right. They're canines.
No,
there's a reason why they call it the canine unit, because that's what people think of when they think of dogs.
Yeah, but they're not dogs. They're part
they're
of the
not,
same, like,
you're correct.
family.
They're not dogs, they're canines. Hence the correction that I made. But the point is that the original, if you go back to that original discussion, the argument was, which one are they closest to, dogs or cats? And then I made the statement of foxes or dogs, and then we argued about it for like 6 weeks. Dogs and canine are the same. I agree, but canine as in like, let me spell it out, like C-A-N-I-N-E,
the family,
like that.
the genetic family. Foxes are not dogs, Raheems. They're part of the same genetic kind of family-ish, but they are not the same thing. Like, what is it? Foxes are like Vulpes something, and then dogs are Canis something. You know,
foxes are dogs. Like, damn, exactly. Like, you know what because I told people this story, and I really liked someone who had the follow up of like foxes are dogs, foxes are cats running dog software.
That's really funny. Yeah,
because they look like cats, but they act more like dogs. That's so good, man.
So it's like there's only some times where I'm like, I'm 100% sure of something. 80% of the time I'm like, hey, you could be right. All I'm saying is like, you gotta think about X other stuff. And Zach's like, no, wrong.
But that's not that you are painting me in a very inappropriate light, and that's not fair at all.
No. All I'll say, let me add this. Zach has looked into a lot of stuff though, so he's got a lot of like knowledge about a bunch of things. So he is like pretty informed, which in places that I'm not informed about.
How when you're complimenting me, you're still insulting me?
What are you talking about? I literally just said you know things, okay? You've looked into other things that I don't know about.
Who are you? What do you mean, who are you?
I've heard of that.
Chocolate Rain.
Obo Token is him, Kermit. Yeah, Chocolate Rain. Indeed. But I'm shocked that Zach's saying they are. That's the thing. Some of the stuff that I know, and I think Zach would admit this, is just like the randomest, like almost like garbage stuff. Like foxes are not dogs. Like no one really thinks about it. But like that's the
You're
stuff
the
that I kinda
one.
know.
You're the one who went fucking batshit crazy though.
Well, that's because you were insisting on telling me, Saba, you're wrong. And I'm like, but I'm not wrong. But you're like, Saba, I know you're just a woman, but you gotta like,
I never said that. You're a fucking evil person. I never said that. What I said was, how are they not dogs? Because to me, I did
not say that. That was really funny though. I had to joke,
that was so fucking funny. No, but the position there I was coming from was that I knew that dogs and foxes were very closely related to each other. Like that's what I knew, right? So in my mind, like obviously I cranked that up by saying foxes are dogs. But then when you said no, they're not, you didn't provide any evidence otherwise.
I was like, because like saying foxes are dogs, it's like I'm like, you think they're literally the same? That's like the stupid version. Like you literally think they're the same animal, and I'm like, I don't think Zach thinks that, but it's like they're not the same thing. Like they're like close-ish, but clearly they're different.
they're very very close.
A good laugh,
that was really fucking funny stuff. Because it's like that's not fair because it like perfectly fits into the fucking Zach the Dark Soul, Zach the Dark Souls of human of women's rights.
Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, so there's just that's the stuff.
That's so funny, man.
Anyway, but I bring up the fact that I tend to be less like, I don't want to say confident, but I tend to be more,
I feel like there's a different
like,
word here because it's like I don't know, like Gray and I talked about this the other day where it's like there have been a couple scenarios at this point where people will defer to me at local events for like, oh, what should we do now? And I'm like, what? Why are you looking at me? And it's like, well, you always have an idea or whatever. And I'm like, what? And then Grant was like, well, yeah, Zach, that's because your default setting is to talk about everything with supreme confidence. And I'm like, that's just how I talk.
I just think you like, it's also like you enjoy talking and like about stuff. I think that's another thing. It's not essentially,
that's true.
Oh, okay, this is an extra tangent. There are some people in, what is it? Because when I was in our game design class, right? It's like, I wasn't like speaking about anything like in particular, but simply for the fact that I spoke up was enough for people to be like, oh, you're confident enough, you should be team lead.
Oh yeah, because you were assigned to be team lead opposite me. Oh, that's so funny.
No correlation to like me being like confident about like what I just spoke. I literally spoke, and people were like, oh, she's like,
that's so good, man.
We can't
so
talk.
Good.
But okay, what was it? So yes, there are some people who are just like, oh, you talk, you clearly deserve to be like leadership material.
And I want to say from my perspective, because I was the leader of the opposite team, obviously, as you and I both know. And it's like, I don't mind being the leader in that circumstance, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just like, this is just the way I talk, man. Like, I don't, like, when I'm talking about a subject that I'm, like, passionate in or whatever, or that I have an interest in, I talk about it with confidence just because that's how I talk, you know? And it's also, like, I don't know. I've had multiple people compliment me where it's like, you talk really well. And it's like, that's because that's all I fucking do, man.
Zach talks lip biting emoji. That's really funny.
But yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like same with me. Like I've grown. Well, what is it? So
Of course,
going
you
back
got
to my
Haiti for
original
each other.
what is it? So the point that I was saying is that I do still tend to be like, I'll defer to more people being like, okay, I know you have more or other experiences, like I'll listen to you as well. And the reason why I say I do this more, at least, because I've genuinely had scenarios where it's like I think people have taken advantage of the fact that I do that.
Sure.
So it's like I think I have a little bit of precedent of being like, I actually do this probably a bit too much. So that's the only reason why I'm like, I do it more than you, Zach, at least in this scenario.
Ooh, Dragon Oasis wallpaper.
Oh, let me go. Let me see.
Saba, it's like rainforest. Do you want it?
I just want to look.
Okay, we'll do that. Kermit asked, how was that class, the game design class? I mean, ultimately, I think it was fun, and it definitely gave, like, from my perspective, a lot of interesting things to think about. But at the same time, it's like,
but at the same time,
that
it's
class
a class
could have been
and
better.
Students don't take stuff seriously, even though I wanted them to. Yeah. When people are like it's supposed to simulate being in like an actual team. Okay, you
like
can go back.
to simulate it being on like a studio in like
But
a real
people
work
take it
environment.
as
But the difference is that like
seriously?
I
No.
can't fire you or dock your pay.
Snyder.
Right?
Exactly. So they're not going to take you seriously. And that's what sucks being the team lead, because it's like you're supposed to be responsible for people doing their stuff on time.
Yeah.
It's a class. No one cares.
You know? So, I mean, I feel you.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm pretty sure, by the way, that with all of these enhancers that I just brewed, we will be able to send out the adventurers again, because the wasteland is no longer fucked today. Oh, sorry, never mind. So I'll be able to send them out again, because what we're missing right now, in order to really take an honest, like 100% crack at making the potions that we're looking for, literally all we need, I think, is 12 of the logs from the new area, and that's like it. Yeah, I'm beginning UI again. Well, I wish you the best. UI can definitely be difficult in its own way because all the scripting and whatnot, but it's just like UI design was one of the things that I found really interesting. Like, once again, it's like I have very little patience when it comes to like actually like doing the scripting and the programming and stuff, which is really funny considering I'm an engineer. But I love I love the design and like the principles of the thing, you know? Oh, uni as in university. My bad. Sorry. We were talking about game design stuff, so I assumed that the N was an accident. That's my bad. Although, actually, you and I are right next to each other on the keyboard, so I don't know how that would have happened. That's my bad. Well, anyway, hope you do well in university. Let's see. There we go. Saba's muted. Saba's talking to somebody. Is it 4?
I'm
No,
talking
it's
to other
3:18.
people.
No, I know.
No. Yeah. He said university, not user interface. I don't know.
Listen,
No.
I corrected myself. Damn, it's quiet finally.
Is it because I muted? How dare you, Kermit? That's because I'm a woman. It doesn't mean.
Oh, that's so good, man. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit! You know what I probably could have made? Health and mana.
I mean, you can.
Do we? Because I don't think we have any of the deluxe health
Make a
potions anymore.
But I don't see health. Yeah.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an ultimate.
In fact, Nosa, I don't think you talk enough. I know I'm kind of quiet sometimes, but that's because my head is thinking is hard.
Thinking is hard.
Thinking is hard.
All right, so healing potion.
Sweet.
Let's take a crack at a big one here. Fucking damn. Holy shit, dragon blood tick? Look at this shit. Jesus.
Okay. Oh.
All right, well,
Man.
so I need this to
all of
be...
the times where I've had really heavy laughing when we've streamed. One of the times that comes to mind was Fez. Oh, that was so good.
that clip exists online forever, man.
And like you clearly being like baffled why I'm dying was also really funny.
What's your fucking problem?
Why
5 ticks for those.
Exactly.
The platform's not even moving.
Or a kid character for sure.
What's the
I don't
comment?
even really watch South Park. If Zach was in South Park, do you think he'd be an adult character or a kid character? I said kid.
Well, I mean, yeah. It'd be funnier. Reminds me of my wife. She talks a lot. Hey, that's fair, man. I don't know. Once again, it's like the problem that I've been like, I personally, and then it's hard because I also try to police the guys on it too, is that it's really easy to talk over Saba because Saba is very polite conversationally, much to her own detriment. And so it's like I have because my thing is that when I talk over Saba, it's not because I don't value what she's saying. It's because in my mind, I've already completed her sentence, and I have a response, and if I don't respond right now, I'm gonna forget.
We will both forget. Yeah, we will both forget, which
you
is
know?
sucky.
I love her, but we both have a love-hate relationship. All right, well, you guys, good luck with that.
you got your own problems.
But yeah, so, let's see. Cram you full of this. A little more. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Luckily for us, once we make like a couple of potions, we kind of can just like scroll through the day.
That's what that's what I'm trying to set up now. That's why I'm doing 2 of each.
Wow, I can't believe the relationship declined that quickly.
What happened?
But probably not Roblox. But do you want to get married on Roblox? Zach doesn't love me like he used to. The first part of the statement, Roblox is a really funny thing to bring up now, but I don't play Roblox, so I will not be able to, unfortunately. The latter half of the statement, Zach doesn't love me like he used to, is really funny because, wow, that relationship...
died really quickly. Oh, that's really funny, man.
Then there's Kermit being like, Zach is mine! Now you're being fought over, Zach.
I know, it's nice. It's the first time it's ever happened.
I don't play it either. Yeah, Roblox is not my thing.
All right, so that's 2 health, 2 mana. So we can hang out with, we can hang out with your husband for 2 blocks at a time, and then we'll get all of this shit. So let's hang out with your husband.
So I need to remind myself, based off of what you were saying, you think it's safe enough for me to join, what is it, the wholesome gaming things?
Yeah, I can't imagine how that would backfire. Okay. And that's not being sarcastic. Like that, it's like
no, I know.
Yeah.
And this is why a very perfect example of like Zach just I think knows more than me about stuff like this, so I can take your thing as like being. I just need people normally to like. Sometimes I make a decision, but then I need like someone else to be like, yeah, that makes sense, and I'll be like, okay, I'm more confident on like what I'm doing. Can we get married in Minecraft, Saba? I'm sorry to tell you, I also don't have Minecraft.
That's not true. You definitely have Minecraft. You're lying.
I do not have Minecraft. Fortunate. Some game thingy.
Talk too fast for her brain. Shut her down. No, but yeah, I don't know. Because I mean, that's the other thing. Because like this is the thing that like Adrian will call me out on that irks me at times. Where it's like I'll be talking about something and I don't know. It's like I feel pretty confident in it. Not in the sense that I'm necessarily like making it up, but it's like no, I'm pretty. I remember this being a thing. And then Adrian will be like. Adrian will be like proof, and I'm like, no one, like you can't do that in real life.
No one talks like this, really.
Right? Because it's like, and to be fair, like in a genuine sense, I wish that there was in a way. Like, wouldn't that be sick if there was like a Babelfish, but or Saba, what do you calls it? Like the crowns from the what's it called? Rise of the Golden Idol.
The crowns?
Yeah, the little tiaras that tell whether or not you're telling a truth or a lie.
Oh,
Like, imagine you
yeah.
had one of those, but it was connected to like a supreme database that knew every fact ever.
Like actual truth.
You know what I mean? Like, that would be so.
Can
That'd
we
be
get married at all? Are you finding excuses to not marry me because you found someone else? What about Terraria? I don't know what this is. What's happening at the moment? Funny enough, I also don't own Terraria, but Raheem, I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna give you a proverbial like air pat. It's like it's gonna be fine. You're just looking for whatever's closest, and I'm currently closest. But you'll find someone, Raheem. Okay, I'll cheer you on in the back.
Oh, sorry. Raheem did ask earlier, Zach, are you ever planning on visiting the UK? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'd love to visit the UK. I think it'd be fun. But at the same time, it's just like I have no plans right now. So
I sneakily got in and left after like a week.
that is true. She specifically hid away from Raheem.
I have no idea where Raheem would be anyway, but I did hit up London for like a day.
Oh shit! I forgot
cool.
the
My
stomach.
sibling almost got their phone stolen. That wasn't great. But yeah.
Right. Is that it? Is this gonna take her to the end?
The parks
Come on, babe.
were incredibly charming. Honestly, European parks definitely outdo our parks.
Parks as
At
in
least
like
where I'm
public
at.
parks?
Yeah, public parks. And also a lot more stuff is free, which is super nice, like going into museums and stuff.
Yeah.
Incredibly nice.
Well, it's free because it's subsidized because the government
Yes.
actually kind of cares a little
Cares.
bit.
Yeah. So
You know,
definitely.
we Americans are very familiar with the idea of a government that doesn't actually give a shit about you. Saba, can I tell you something? I can mute myself if you don't want this to be like public.
I can mute you too if you want.
Okay, and then I can
on.
repeat it if you don't. Like if it's totally fine.
Yeah, here I'll mute you.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself.
Hold on. You're muted. They can hear me though. Yeah, I know. That's what. I will say, and hold on, sorry guys, I will mute myself to stream too. I will say, obviously, like with. Oh, okay. Unmuted. You're unmuted
Hello,
too.
we're back.
Hey, if you and or Zach ever visit the UK and coincidentally come to by Manchester, let me know. Personal guide and tour guide. Well, I'll let you know. I don't know when that'll happen, but
I mean, sure, why not?
yeah, I still gotta find the time to visit Zach.
That's true. You can pick up. You can help ferry Jesse's rice cracker.
Well, I was like, yo, if I'm able to like rouse the boys to like go to, I was like, yo, if we're able to get that Airbnb that you got, I'd be like, that sounds like that would be super cool.
You can look it up. It should still be available somewhere. It was
Indeed. I mean, you have pictures of it or whatever.
It was
so.
What was it called?
Charge them extra? How dare you, Kermit?
Let me see. It was Airbnb. It was like green, something like that.
For B. Okay.
Minus AI.
I mean, you could totally send me also a link and stuff. What is Airbnb? Essentially, bread and breakfast is what the B&B stands for. It's a company that people essentially who own houses can. It's not renting, but like for a price, they let you stay for a period of time.
Wow, there's actually a lot of. I mean, these are all like fake photos and stuff, but sorry, I'm still trying because it was called something green, but I don't remember what it was called.
I mean, you can take your time. It's not like it's happening tomorrow or anything.
No, I know, but now
nice
it's
to know
bothering me because I'm like, I know what it was
having-
called.
having you stayed there, and you're like, it was really nice. I'm like, hell yeah, that's
But it's only I will remind you, it was one bed.
Was it one bed?
Yes, because I
thought
was
they had a pretty big place.
no, it was one. Well, because I was living there for 2 weeks, so I got a large living space. It was only one bed.
Ah, okay. Well, maybe okay. You could still tell me then, but then if I do something with the lads, I
Okay,
can...
so I'll tell you just in case you want to see. I mean, because like the view from their porch
Solo.
is so good. Here,
Indeed.
let me see. I'm literally going air.
You're fine. I understand what you're saying. Thank you for and I'm totally taking you seriously, Raheem. Thank you. I'll see. Totally in the future.
Is that about going to the UK?
Manchester. Yeah, I've already been to the UK. I don't know when I'll ever be back, but I appreciate the offer. They're both just talking to each other, and I don't mind. Yes. Okay, sorry. It took me a half a second to like catch up to everything.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have to find it some other time.
Okay,
I can't
later.
find it.
You're
right
fine.
now.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Sorry, it was just like it's on the tip of my tongue is the problem. The name of the place. Like it's probably saved somewhere on my phone or something. But anywho.
Is Zach into cars at all? I don't know. I don't think he is.
Not particularly. Yeah, like not particularly into cars. I mean, I have an antique car, but that's just because it was like my grandfather's and I didn't want my grandmother selling it for parts. So that's about it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I love Nissan Patrol VTC, if you know what I mean. I have no clue.
I have no clue either.
As a young child, I would have loved to have been literally knowledgeable about everything, but cars was just one of the things that after some time I'm like, unless I actually learn about this requires time to learn about this, so it just wasn't.
This requires too much.
This requires too much, so it wasn't in my avenue.
Yeah, that's to work. Yeah.
I'm glad Raheem knows what he means.
Knows what means.
What? Because remember, I was like, Kermit says, if you know what I mean, and Raheem's like, I know what you mean, bro. And I'm like, I'm glad camaraderie is happening.
Okay, well, I'm glad. Oh, they're so close, man. There you go. So that's going to be...
potions are we making right now? You're just making more of the stuff to use to send on the
Correct,
adventures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because literally all we need is the logs, and then I don't know, we might have already gotten everything, but there might be ingredients from the wasteland that we don't have yet, but I don't know.
Indeed.
All right, so I'm setting this to 6. Give me a minute. Never mind, I set it to 4. Never mind, I set it to 5. Goodness.
You're trying to set it to 6, you said? Yeah.
Yeah, 6, so that way it'll be ready by morning. Because we only had one Masterwork stamina potion left. All right, do you want to hang out with somebody, or you want me to just end the day?
Probably could just end the day. Have we made the potions we need for final?
It's gonna take less than a day.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I
say
just
we're
didn't
and
know.
we're not opening the shop or anything like that. So my figure was like, who cares? Actually, you know what? I will check on something real quick.
Kermit have been to Qatar. We have not.
Cutter? No.
Yeah. That's far. That's flying far.
That is flying really far.
I am an introvert when it comes to flying. Like I need recovery.
So we need 3 of these as well, and then to upgrade those as well. Yeah.
That's Zach's American version of saying Qatar. Yeah.
I'm here to say that I also said Qatar for a very long time, and then
you just said Qatar this time.
sorry.
No, then you just said Qatar this time.
No, and then no, I said Qatar because a bunch of more culturally relevant people than me were like, it's actually Qatar, and I was like, what?
Oh,
since when?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. That's all That's how I'm used to saying it.
Right. And I mean, that's the thing. I grew up saying Qatar as well, because I mean that makes sense, I guess. At least from my perspective, it makes sense. But then again, that's not really my perspective that matters, is it?
No, your perspective matters. It's just which is I don't want to say of more value, I guess. Which
Holy
one?
shit, Saba, look at this.
Wow, locked out.
That's crazy. 5 days until you face Robin. I can scarcely believe it's upon us. I can scarcely believe. I believe. How much time do we have left? We have like an hour and a half.
I would like to get back to what is it? I'm trying to do some voice acting stuff, but it's like
It's
I'm
tough,
so
man.
drained. I just don't have the time to like. look at all of
Now, question: is it like it is draining, but is it extra draining because we're doing Ace Attorney?
No, it's draining because I have 2 other like job things I'm doing, and I haven't had time.
Oh,
to
you mean
think
in your
about
personal time? Sorry, I thought you meant on stream.
Yes. No. I want to do more like actual VA. I want to like go looking for VA projects.
Do you? By the way, do you get paid for working at the cafe?
For that, yeah.
Okay.
Which is nice. I mean, it technically is kind of a return in investment. Like it is kind of just like money we're earning back because my mom works there. She's like part owner.
Yeah, I know.
But at the same time, she's working as a manager. She's not getting paid to do that in order to try to like help save up more money for the business and stuff like that.
To help bolster it. Okay. I mean, I don't.
So at least
I hope
it's
that goes
nice
well.
as, like, at least it's nice as you know, their children working there. We are making some money back for her.
Okay.
Okay, someone's asking me to look up a car. I don't know what car. I'll look up this car for you. Not for you. You asked me to look it. I'll just look up the car.
Hold on. What the fuck happened? Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck happened? Is this harder than normal? Yeah, what the hell it is? Saba, look at this shit.
I mean, what is it? The RS6 Avant does look nice. Oh, that's like this is like a patrol. It's like a dune buggy kind of looking. I don't know how to describe cars
What are you talking of? It's like a dune buggy or something.
I say that because this is one of the images I'm going to send it to you, Zach. This is one of the images that popped up.
That's not a dune buggy. I know what you mean because it's on sand.
Not. It's on sand. I say dune buggy, but I say dune buggy as in it's literally on like a desert.
It's on a dune.
And it's buggy, and that's for sure. It's like moving. It's moving.
That's really funny. So like a dune buggy, it's clearly like just a fucking all-terrain vehicle.
It is. This is not what this is, but it's on the dune. Here, I'll send it in Discord, the image that I saw.
Saba, look how much fucking XP Mint's about to get.
Hell yeah. It's very exciting.
Yeah, dude. Let's go. Let's, like, go?
I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I very much... my brain's filled with many more other things. It just does not have the capacity to remember car stuff. What's the Discord link? It's at the... If you scroll down while you're on our Twitch. It's on both of ours.
Yeah.
At, like, the bottom. See, Raheem, if you're seeing the thing, okay, I understand it's literally not a dune buggy, but it's buggying on the dunes, okay? It be moving.
I was trying to defend herself so bad.
I'm like, I know I'm wrong, but like, man, it is.
I can see where you made the. I can see where the mistake. Like the mistake came from a legitimate place. I could say that with confidence.
Would I move countries for work purposes? I'd rather not. Like.
Why are you a coward?
It's not because probably. It's. I think genuinely, I have like the people who I'm close to matter to me, and that includes family. So it would take, I think, having like a significant other for me to like move somewhere willingly. Work is not like enough, I think.
Oh yeah, because that was the original question: was would you move?
I need mental support. I need mental support.
I think that's fair. Oh, Zid is gonna level up. We're getting everybody like level 20, man.
Yo, I'm telling you, this is endgame. I think we got it.
We're almost there, by the way. Like, oh, Saba, magical wasteland wall. We don't. You have to give me a second to give me a second. Let me finish, and then it's yours, and then we can hang out with your husband for like an hour. All right, I need you, you. You.
I'm gonna message you something.
You're,
Zach, it
you're
is
messaging
not,
me
like,
something?
serious, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm messaging you something.
All right, go for it. What am I
Okay,
missing?
hold on.
Oh, I'm missing the shadow tonic. There you go. Did you send me something?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. What am I missing here? I can put a dowsing, right? Is this gonna work? Am I gonna make it to the end? I should, I think. Oh, I forgot to petrify fucking motherfucker.
Okay. I don't know how to spell. That's clearly evident.
Saba. We ran out of petrification juice.
No.
That's embarrassing. Oh well, send him over here. All right, I'll make more petrification cure.
Okay, I sent you the thing now.
You sent it to me?
I had this to be known because I thought it was just really ironic.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I think it's really funny. I don't know on like how this happened or like what what happens, Zach, but I'm like, someone's trolling me, I think.
I don't think anyone's trolling you. I think it's just that people are people, man. You know that. We know that.
True.
And like I know that
Well,
there's history there, but at the same time, it's like people are people, you know.
No, and I know, and it's like this is how exactly I'm like. Even if I have like things that are happening, I still treat everyone like normally,
Which
it's
I think is fair.
super ironic. Yeah. What are happening? I'm
What
sure it's
are
okay,
happening?
Zach are borderline my parents. They can't get mad at me. Raheem, what are you talking about? Now I see them as if they are siblings. Not my siblings, their sibling. Like me and Zach are siblings.
What?
I do not have a brother, so I don't know whether or not Zach would be seems like a brotherly type. So
I don't know.
like having a brother would be cool though.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Not Zach as a brother. That's different.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were saying. I was like, no, I'll pass.
No, separate.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm good. All right.
If you had a brother, famous last words. I don't know how that. What do you mean? Like someone's just gonna show up being like, "I'm your brother"?
No, I think he's making a comment about your mom.
Wow, I can't believe it. Don't be mean.
Ratting Raheem out.
That's not Raheem. That's Kermit.
Kermit, you're on fucking thin ice, brother.
Raheem. Okay, calm down, Raheem.
Why? What was Raheem's problem?
Settle down, Raheem.
What's Raheem's problem? Is he because he's fucking stupid?
No.
What?
No, I just.
What happened?
I don't know. Raheem, calm thyself. Calm down, Raheem.
Did Raheem finally come to terms with the fact that he's a fucking jabroni?
I don't know. I'll just send you the message. I just find it
Saba,
funny.
here's the new. Wow. That's kind of sick
Till
with
Zach,
it.
I said, I want to send it with the little emoji. Hold
Saba,
on,
look at
I
this.
can't. Ooh, hold on. I have to. That's what Raheem sent. Oh no, I was.
I kind of want Zach to dom me. Hey, man.
Hold yourself together, Raheem.
Oh, that's really funny. I appreciate the sentiment. I don't think I could be a dom. I don't think I'm decisive enough. I also just like don't know enough. I don't know. I'm really good at insulting people, but I'm pretty sure that there's more to it than that.
He will splunk. I don't know what you're saying now, Kermit. You're gonna have to.
Kermit's saying that I'm gonna
calm
splunk his
down.
butthole.
You gotta calm down, sir.
Oh, dark one. This one. Yeah.
No, but it doesn't work with that.
Purple does.
Maybe the purple. I was trying to. It clashes a little bit.
Dude, could you imagine walking into a store and it's like fucking space in the walls? It's like, oh my god.
I want to see the flooring. That obviously sucks. Eh.
No. I veto that.
Nah. I like that one. This is too bright. Meh. A little too dark. It hurts my eyes. I don't like it. This just doesn't work with that. We did it!
Okay, so suddenly we're some sort of gothic retreat. Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna hang out with. Well, I'm gonna feed the.
Wait, sorry. Hold on.
What?
Let me send you what right.
Oh my god! What?
You're not looking at my chat. This is what he sent to Kat.
Maybe I could dominate him. Fingers together. No. Aren't you like 19 or whatever?
That was really funny. I just like the little finger.
But
maybe
I could. Ugh.
But maybe.
That is really funny.
If only Zach did what I did and had a little Saba chat somewhere so he could see my chat and he didn't even have to watch my stream.
I don't. Why? Because then it's. If I could just watch your chat, what would have happened? I would have just yelled at Raheem and then that would have been the end of it. Whereas now you had to like convey the message to me, which makes it even funnier.
Oh, okay. I see. Zach thought I was 19 this whole time. I'm pretty sure
I don't know.
I remember Raheem being like mid 20s or something, if I recall correctly.
No, I thought didn't Raheem post pictures of himself? Didn't he look like a 13-year-old?
No, I think that was a picture of him when he was younger.
Oh, well, I mean, that would confuse things, I guess.
Kermit, you're 20. Look, I'm 25. Exactly. I was right on the money. Mid-20s. What is it? Kermit, I think you said you were like 19 or 20.
I thought Kermit said like 19 or 18.
I can't remember if it was like something. It was between like 19 to like early 20s. Yes, ma'am. Nice. I don't remember. I said like 3 numbers, but I was right as one of them. Hell yeah. We made beautiful music together.
All right, I think we're good to end the day.
Hey, man.
What?
Like the guy being like, I approve of just walking into a room like the goddess has graced our halls. Duchess.
All right. Buying the
You are
super
31? No, man. You should remember, don't ask a lady her age.
Saba's like 60.
True. If I was 19, I wouldn't have owned a boxing gym.
You don't own a boxing gym, don't you? I thought you went to a boxing gym.
I know you had a class in a boxing gym.
Yeah, I remember you were... Actually, wait, no, hold on. No, Raheem was, like, teaching kids how to do, like, sparring or something. So that actually might be true.
That's what I remember. No, she sounds like she's 26. Well, I appreciate, I guess, what is it? Being more youthful in voice.
Saba's actually 61 years old.
You used to own it. Okay. Are you still teaching boxing, Raheem?
No, he got his ass kicked too many times.
By kids?
Yeah.
Dang.
How are you going to defend yourself now, Raheem? You have 14 seconds to comply. To reply. Oh, that's funny.
Hey, there's like way too many happening.
Hold on,
I will
what
be
do we...
getting a new phone soon, and I am very happy about it.
You will?
Yes, I know
What are you getting?
it's time to get a new phone when my pop socket, like, you know, the part that you hold, literally has ripped off.
I mean, okay.
Also,
I mean,
the
that's not
battery life is
necessarily your
garbage.
phone's fault.
No, but it's been like 4 to 5 like years with it.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I understand. It was an internal like understanding of me knowing how me and my pop socket's like relationship is, to know it lasts like 4 to 5 years, and then I'm like, I kind of need a new phone.
Okay. I mean, that's fair enough.
Everything's bad.
I think that makes sense. Hold on. Sorry.
You started teaching boxing MMA last year. Okay, give it up to start 3 new businesses, which would be easier to break, even make better. I mean, good for you. Yeah.
Wishing you the best, Raheem, obviously.
Boxing MMA was very specific and was hard to get a good amount of students yearly. Also, it's pretty physical. I mean, as a teacher, it's less physical for you, but
I mean, yes. Boxing
there's
is...
still a level of,
You know what, Saba? You're right. Boxing is pretty physical. That's true.
Physical.
I like how everything is magical wasteland now. You notice that?
Because they know it's endgame, baby.
It's
Hell
endgame.
yeah.
It's like, this is literally where all the best shit is.
We're leaving the building.
All right, so depending on how many logs we get from this, we got no logs.
The wallpaper again.
Holy shit, we did.
That's impressive. Is that even possible?
I wasn't aware that that was possible.
Is that a different wall? Am I tripping?
I don't know. We'll have to check in a minute. By the way, that's 2 no logs. So we're actually super fucked.
We're sad. We're very sad.
We're very sad. Oh, right, because he failed right at the end, right at the petrification.
That's sad.
Who is that? You have to be more specific, brother. There's a lot of people on screen. You talking about the brown one or the one with blue hair? I'll remind you that you have a wife.
Now in a catering business for weddings and events and filming crew and car detailing, remapping, and conversions.
He disappeared.
Those
none
are
of them?
very kind of different ends of spectrum, but sure.
Oh, it might have been a bot, Kermit. It might have been a bot, like, posting URLs. Moobot just assassinates them as soon as they come in. Okay, well, I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
Gotten the logs yet? Is what you're saying?
So I think because the rarity of loot drops was high yesterday, I think it gave us a bunch of rare materials, and it considers logs to be not rare materials.
Just ask for not. Yeah, don't give them the rarity one. Potion.
Yeah. I mean, so I think what I'll do is I'll probably just give them stamina. Like, I'll give the health, the mana, the stamina potion, the stuff to actually get to the end, and then just capacity and frequency of finding items. That's it. Because the fact that we sent them on like that much of a wild goose chase and they came back with fucking 0 logs is pissing me off a little bit. Hold on. Do we have any petrification? Do we have any? We don't have any grand petrification anymore, right? God damn it! I really I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting to brew stuff overnight. So you guys are very from the Middle East. I mean, I'm assuming you mean very far from the Middle East. I mean, yeah, it's across the Atlantic. Well, it's across the Atlantic and an entire continent.
We are indeed. The U.S. is also quite a big country. So
It's a big country.
there's a lot of distance to cover.
What was I literally just about? Oh, okay, good. Well, great. I'm glad.
No, it's good. I don't know what the good means, but indeed. On the 3 businesses and choose to make them all very different so I can have multiple routes for income in case one type of business isn't needed or isn't trending at the time. Oh, smart. Smart. Yeah.
S
Did a good
MRT.
bunch of thinking on it.
Dude, it's crazy how much shit you can fit into this cauldron. Look at this.
I mean, they are pretty big.
No, I mean, yeah, but also like 2K measurements is wild. All right, I'm gonna set it to.
Businessman in his finest. Nice.
I'll set it to 3, and then we'll hang out with your husband. And then after hanging out with your husband, we'll come back, pick it up,
There's
and
a lot of like, you know, there's a bunch of like AI videos now where people are like, let me make, you know, like cutting glass fruit or like makeup that's like really weird, right? One of the options that always appears is lava, and I'm like, why is lava the thing that keeps on appearing? Like, yes, hairspray, lava hairspray. I'm like, y'all are just weird. I don't know why lava is one of the things that pops up. Do you know what it's like to have a lava dress? It's like, no. I think I'm okay.
it is.
Alright.
That is kind of a hyper-specific thing to be like interested in, I guess.
Like, yeah, like sleeping on different bed covers. One of them is lava. Putting on eyeshadow. One of them is lava. I'm like, what
What are you?
what's
Also,
lava?
Saba, why are you watching this stuff?
It's just some sort of thing. A lot of random things appear on my feed. I don't know.
No, you're still like a TikTok girly, aren't you?
No, I do not own TikTok.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, if anything, it's just Instagram.
I know lava cake. It's tasty.
That's good. Lava cake is easy. Hey, it's weird that I can do makeup. I got judged so heavily back in college for being able to make makeup surprisingly well. I mean, no. Anyone can have any skill set. It's pretty cool. Like, I know as a dude, like, I think having like, what is it, like a skincare routine is really good. All making sure like you wear sunscreen is good for your like own skin's health. And like, sure, if you want to do more than that, that's fine. That's just stuff you're into.
Right, I need to pick up the potions that I just finished brewing. Damn. Ugh. It's so like I know I've been taking control of the mouse for this entire time, but I'm desperately trying to get through this as fast as I can.
I've been having fun. No worries.
I'm glad you've been having fun. All right, there you go. So we got the petrification and poison just in case.
She talks. I know you were saying fast,
She talks
but she
fat.
Talks fat is really funny.
Saba talks mad rotund, yo.
Actually, I think my parents also even said like I can talk relatively pretty quickly. I probably need something to actually
Talk about.
It's like I'm like one of those people where it's like that they're for what is it it's like a medicine commercial where they're like
Where you're saying all the side effects at the end.
Vomiting. Yeah.
It is kind of interesting though that cultural touchstone isn't going to exist sooner rather than later.
Yeah, because
oh my god, I fucking ran out of curse masterwork cures.
Elder brother made accusations, and because I took care of my skin, and it's tough, Raheem. Some of that's partially cultural, some of that's societal. Obviously, I think it's kind of weird, right? Because like I think in America, the way we view, because obviously a lot of people view like makeup as like a feminine thing, but I genuinely think you can. I think it's pretty neutral, but it can be applied. In ways that I think accentuates either feminine features or masculine features. And I think in America, they tend to just take the application in the most feminine way possible. And I'm like, I'm like, guys, you should try to like make it where it's like take the makeup and accentuate like more of like your masculine features. I think that would be pretty cool. And to be fair, some have done this. Some like in rock bands and like metal bands and stuff like that. Some metal bands are all over the place, but like punk, rock, like they do that. So we do have a precedent. It's just there's like a weird societal trend that's happening with kind of stuff like that. And
well, I mean, I don't know about well, because I mean, not to immediately put my conspiracy hat back on. I think one of the reasons in the U.S. makeup and that sort of stuff, like the self-care in that sort of way, is treated as more of a feminine thing. Like women should be doing it, is because it makes it easier to market. Like if you cut people
They're
into like separate groups, it's easier to like focus in, because it's like an example that's really a really good example is, you know how like a lot of places in the South, they don't refer to it as soda or tonic or pop or anything like that. They refer to it as Coke.
Yeah.
One of the reasons for that is because the Coca-Cola Corporation, just like over generations and generations, was just like, hey, everything in the South is going, like, you get all this Coca-Cola memorabilia. So now it's just like, you know, a thing.
Well, it's kind of like, this is how I describe it too. And let me actually do Raheem's thing first. It's the
Sure.
same here in the UK. It's whatever though, because I made bank off of it in college. So they didn't judge. It's about making money when you're young. But it's kind of like the same thing about like clothing. Like I know it's like people are like, oh, it's so revolutionary for like guys to wear dresses like in America for some reason. I'm like, you do realize multiple other cultures have like gown type like attire since in like history. But what they're trying to say is, I think, is that they're like, oh, like dress stuff that's mainly been made in like to attune to more of like the female body. That's what they're talking about, like cinched at the waist to attribute like a feminine form. That's they're being like, yeah, like it's revolutionary for guys to wear stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know why you would like like if you want guys to wear dresses, I think like that's fine, but why not have it be like, what is it, like that fits like the male, once again, like the masculine aesthetic of their bodies. I just don't understand that part of it.
Well, I mean, because they just do whatever they want, right?
Well, they do, but it's like, oh my god, it's like revolutionary to wear a dress. I'm like, no, have you seen like the Asian countries? Have you seen Middle Eastern countries? I'm like, a lot of people are wearing like gown like stuff. It's just not the frilly stuff, or even the frilly stuff. Like you'll have a lot of this is where me and my K-pop ish is coming out, but like K-pop, like the guys in K-pop, they'll wear like a lot of frilly stuff, but it doesn't scream like overly feminine. It just screams like, even if the materials themselves are like more commonly seen as feminine, like they're still wearing it in a way that suits them. It's not like, so I don't know how to describe it. It's just how I view kind of that stuff. Honestly, the whole thing about like even like the terms feminine and masculine are so hard to like, I don't know. Whole conversation's freaking confusing.
I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. Like
Yeah.
a lot of like, once again, it's like when you sorry, I'll let you go.
No. So there was a guy. So it was. Do you recall the video I sent you talking about Uncle Iroh?
Yeah.
So the guy, he had a definition.
What are you talking? Are you talking about? Sorry, in reference to what?
In like masculinity and stuff like that.
Did you send that to me or did I send that to you? Because are you talking about the Sean video?
I don't know. I remember seeing it a long time ago.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been a couple years ago. It was like to fill. Assuming this is the video you're referring to, I'm just gonna describe it really briefly. Video essayist asked his audience, "Who do you think of when you think of masculine people, like a masculine person?" Because at the time, the fucking what's the name of the Andrew Tate was all over the news and stuff, and it was like that they kept saying that he was like a hyper masculine influencer. And so the video essay was like, is he really hyper masculine though, or is he just kind of like a buff douchebag? You know.
Yeah,
but
so
anyway, you were saying
in the video they described like the definition of what they would think is like positive masculinity.
Yeah.
Was like, positive masculinity is not the opposite of femininity. It is the opposite of boyish immaturity. I think that was one of the lines they said, and I was like, you know what?
I resonate with that.
I think I'll actually adopt that as being what I define as feminine, like good femininity and good masculinity. It's not that they don't intersect. They're just the opposite of like either immature, like girlish or boyish immaturity. Because when a lot of people talk about like, oh, what's manly? It's like, oh, protecting, right? And it's like, it's just as feminine for like a mother to protect her child as it is like masculine, as it is a masculine trait. So those things always really conflicted with me. But the guy's definition, I think, actually perfectly aligns. Maybe it straightens things up, you know, in my mind.
I mean, I think
so
about to say, I think it's I definitely think that would be like a good baseline to work from. The only thing that I would say, I guess, in just as like once again, because everything has nuance to it, right? Obviously, we both acknowledge that, but it's just like I agree with the idea of like masculinity or femininity, like positive versions of those things are just the antithesis of like immaturity in that particular way. But it's like I don't like I wouldn't want to discourage people from like whimsy, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I think that's one of the things that's being like really that's been really depressing about working in like corporate America and like getting older and stuff is how many people just don't let themselves have fun because they're quote unquote an adult now. And it's like, listen, you're not jumping into a bouncy castle with like a bunch of kids. You're going on a boat. You know what I mean? Like
Sorry, I missed the last bit of that. What was it? You were kind of like talking. I know you started talking about kind of what I was talking about. I was like, it's a good base for it. Right?
Who were you talking to?
Someone I told you something started happening at 4. So like I'm getting like little updates about what's happening.
Oh, okay.
So
what I was saying was that like I agree on the centralized basis of like positive masculinity or femininity would are kind of the antithesis of like immaturity of the opposite kind, right? But but what I was saying was that I would lament people like losing their whimsy though. Like
yeah, it doesn't have to. Yeah. When we say immaturity, I understand where you can think of like whimsy from, but like childlike innocence is different than immaturity.
There's a difference. There's a difference, right? And there's also like I think it's really immature to lack empathy or sympathy. You know what I mean? Like I think that's the sort of because that's like a lack of experience, right? But like here's like a really base level example. I already talked about him earlier today, but Northern Lion thinks that only like little kids should have PB&J sandwiches because it's a quote unquote joke food.
That's stupid,
right? And it's like, that's a position that he defends vehemently to this day. Now, to be fair, this is also the man who, when asked what would your ideal dream home be, he was like 3 stories, however many thousand square feet, pure concrete. Doors on every wall connecting to every room, and the furniture is exactly what it needs to be when I need it to be. And it's like,
yeah.
And it's like, okay, so you're obviously, so either A, you're being funny, or B, like, you know, whatever. So I don't know. My point just being that it's like, because the example that I said when you kind of came back in was, I know people at work that are like, oh well, I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. I feel like I really shouldn't be doing this sort of stuff. And my then my response is like,
agree with you.
But my response is like, you're going on a boat. Like you're not jumping into a fucking bouncy castle. And even if you were, fuck it, who cares?
People are allowed. Yeah, people are so allowed to do that. I think the only bummer thing about like the definition that I hold now with that is that most people don't hold this definition, and that's the only really unfortunate thing.
Oswald?
I'm gonna address you, Raheem, in a second.
They're not fooling around, not a bit.
Oswald. Hello?
Oswald, we literally already made masterwork versions of all this shit.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oswald! What in the world are you doing?
Ah, Sylvia! I thought you were still asleep.
I thought you were still asleep.
Yeah, I totally
She's literally
was.
standing up.
I was having a
Oh my, Saba, the back wall changed.
You were in it. Only you've
Wow.
been transmitted.
That's the first
That's
time.
crazy.
Bowl of ramen.
Your subconscious is.
Do you think people are like, oh, people are totally gonna use this wall? Or
No,
you
I think they
it's
just have
special?
it for. I think they just have it for each wallpaper, but that's really cool. I like that.
You want to talk about whatever's bothering you?
It's nothing. It's. Well, I suppose I'm anxious. We're so close, Sylvia. So close to winning, so close to restoring my proper form. If you win that grand
Do you think they made a
prize, I'll
model
have
for him?
arms again.
I don't know. Do you think they
I
did?
scarcely know what I'll do first.
I think
I already beat the game,
not.
so
The answer be mopping.
I think because they didn't show us his face, right? And I totally could imagine they continue to not show us his actual face.
Sure.
But so you know,
If they do that, that'd be
it's
fun.
been an honor, Sylvia. The sheer existential horror of being forced to live as a bird notwithstanding,
Notwithstanding.
I'm
Hermit said something about like Thob for men or Sheila for women. I don't know what either of those things mean. Isn't Sheila just what Australians call like a woman? Don't they just say, "Hey,
I'm very
Sheila"?
proud.
That's actually really nice to hear.
Aw,
And to be
thank you,
honest,
Oswald.
I feel the same. I mean, they told me you were dead. I thought I'd lost you before I ever got to know you.
That is how this whole thing started. Was you got a letter saying, "Hey, your uncle's fucking dead."
Dear niece, it warms my heart to hear it.
Just to be clear, though, none of this is getting you out of mopping. Day one.
I told myself I wasn't going to cry.
Oh,
The thing she was
Sort of
referencing as a
theme.
gown. Got it. Okay.
the people hate on homosexuality, but that's partly because queer people usually like to boast their sexuality, force it upon others, and shove it in people's faces. As would be like, there is definitely a. I mean, I'm not a part of any of it, but like from an outsider's perspective, there is definitely. I don't want to say advertising. What's the term? But like the way of portraying out into the world and expectations of what other people need to do, there is a little bit, because there are some people that are just like, we're just trying to live normal lives, and that's like totally fine. And then there's other people who are very much in your face about it, and at least for me personally, I definitely, if there's an essence of feeling like someone's shoving something at me or forcing it down my throat, I definitely do not like it. So
Is
there's
anyone
those issues.
actually doing that though?
I'm saying if they're actually doing that.
But then
in
that,
general,
but
if
that,
anyone does-
but that reinstates my point. Are they actually doing that though, or is that a scenario that you're making up to validate a point?
If other people are doing that, then I don't know, Zach. They could be.
Sure, they could be, but that's my so like.
Yes.
I don't know, because obviously Raheem was asking you, and I know we've talked about this before, and I know you and I don't necessarily see eye to eye. Would I go to Pride? I would go to Pride just to support the people that I care about, but it's definitely too much for me. Like, that's definitely beyond what I'm interested in at all. But then you know what else is beyond what I'm interested in at all? Like a fashion show. You know what I mean? And that's like totally different. That's more of an aesthetics thing. Like, that's just not where I am, right?
I think the word I'm thinking about is advocating, because people can advocate for stuff. It's different. I don't know what the word is I'm thinking about. And you have to, if someone wants to be queer, that's fine. But I just think society hates them more because of the way they present it to others. That could be the case. Maybe it's messaging.
Think that's true.
Maybe the term I'm thinking is messaging, because sometimes it's the way you message yourself to people in terms of like almost anything, right? Where it's like, if you're very forward, some people don't like that.
No, I mean, maybe. Once again, like, and I hate to do this to you, Saba, but I think like if there is a population that fits the definition that you're describing there, I think it is beyond minuscule in terms of percentage. Because like the hatred for like homosexuals and whatnot goes way deeper than just being like, oh, they're a
It's
little flamboyant. Like, if they were a little flamboyant, you would make bans on you would make
incredibly weird too, because
like
it feels like
if your problem is that they're flamboyant, you wouldn't be outlawing gay marriage. Like, because that's not equivalent.
Yeah, well, no, that's not equivalent at all. I think the interesting thing is that in a lot of these groups as well, they've kind of like splintered off within themselves. So you have people that are very much not like that. And then you have people who are very like the messaging, like they actually have messaging about like stuff like that they expect other people to do.
I know.
And then you have just like flamboyant people. It's
I
like
know it's not the same because it's not whatever. But you're Persian and you're very proud of being Persian. Could you imagine if you grew up in a place, like you grew up in a situation where you were told that being Persian is not only a sin, but you're a bad person for wanting to be Persian in the first place, and then you finally get out of that situation, and then you have someone like Saba being like, why do you care so much about being Persian?
Well, it's interesting too, because it's like, even though I would say like, you know, I'm proud to be X thing, I also don't like constantly advertise myself as being X thing.
Right, but did you grow up in a situation where like your parents, your community, your friends, like literally everybody was telling you that being Persian is a sin and you're a bad person for being Persian?
Not that specifically. No,
That's
you. I know you want
like,
to equate things.
an,
I know
an,
you're like,
unbel-
I
an
don't have the same thing.
unbelievable majority of people who are gay, trans, whatever, live with that their entire lives, and then when they finally like get out, like once again, I think this is the elastic
I
thinking.
understand you're very yes.
This is
you're
the
very-
this is the elastic thinking that often comes up when we talk, or I feel like comes up when we talk, where it's like, I think you're responding to the people who have been bottled up their entire lives. You know what I mean? Like the people that were told every single day throughout the entirety of middle and high school that they should kill themselves because they like boys. You know what I mean? Like, you're responding to that person being like, I'm proud to be gay, and you're like, that's a bit much.
No, just saying, if you like, there's a difference between, like, once again, there are people that are just like, yes, like I'm gay, and like that's fine. Like I live my life, and I just
who cares? The guy goes out in fucking leather bindings, like to Pride with like fucking nipple tassels, and he goes like, "Oh, I'm so horny." Like, who cares?
I mean, I'm not a part of any of that, so I don't necessarily like.
But then what are they doing to shove it down your throat? That's my point. Because like,
Zach,
I don't think you're fun.
Something I'm not saying. I didn't actually say that.
But your opinion is based on that. That's literally the example that you gave to bring up that opinion.
No, that was what Raheem's message was.
But your response was like, yeah, I agree. There are some people that shove it down your throat. Who? Where?
No, I literally said if people do that, right? That's not something I like people doing. If you shove anything down like my throat, or if you're like in my face about it, like you have to do X thing or whatever, that's what I don't like. I never actually equated it specifically to that.
Okay.
But like, once again,
I think that's
very
fair.
reactive about this, and I understand. If some people
well,
feel
because
this way
you have a
about what they're
tendency
doing,
of like fucking walking a very thin fucking rhetorical line live on camera.
I understand. This is a very complicated topic, and obviously, people, please like give benefit of the doubt. We don't want to like. I'm not trying to be mean to anyone. A lot of people's circumstances are very different, and this idea could apply to literally multitude of things, right? Shoving things down people's throat in society. If you do it to enough people, I think you will end up in any context getting pushback from it. That's where I think this comes from. Make the hugest deal about it. It's not like I hate them, but I don't like, for example, Pride Month. They get a whole month to celebrate their. There's a lot of interesting history also impacts things and blah blah blah.
I'm about to say the reason Pride Month exists is because there has been a consummate effort for multiple thousands of years to like pretend that like gay, lesbian, whatever people like are an error. Like they don't exist. That you shouldn't be like this. There's a reason why Pride exists.
Prioritize. It's what people prioritize. When things also happen in like a more it's not modern, when things happen in history relatively like early to us, like within the last like 40 years or something, obviously it's in people's minds.
True, because that's within like a lifetime.
For the most part. Yeah, so it's like, I don't think you guys have 1 minute of silence for the people who fought in World War I and II, but we do in the UK. And this is where this point comes in, where it's like,
we do. We have a whole fucking that's Memorial Day, and that's one of the only fucking federal holidays we get as we don't get Pride Month off, my guy. Like Pride Month, we're still working. The US hates to give you time off. That's one of the only times we get off is Memorial Day, which is literally for that. So like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. We do.
I said he doesn't think in like you said, he just I don't think Raheem knew. There is like a
and
whole
I'm assuming Raheem just didn't know, and that's fine.
Yeah, so and obviously it's not necessarily specified World War I and II. It's just like a memorial for like all wars and stuff. And don't worry, Zach is very passionate, and it is also because this is a relatively recent kind of whole thing. It is very hard. Like, even if I'm trying to be as nuanced as possible, there is so many people who could just dogpile on me and being like, I don't care, I don't like what you said, and once again, this is equating me to being evil, and I just I feel bad for people like that who can't.
And I mean, this is where we, we circle all the way back to like one of the initial topics that we were having, where it's like, I know that the me like getting loud or whatever is large, like it's entirely just a problem with communication, where it's like, yes, I do acknowledge that you and I have like some fundamentally different beliefs, but it's like, it's not like it's not workable, you know what I mean? Like the two of us can still talk about these things. It's just that the weird level, like everything has nuance to it, but when you're live recorded on like on stream, you have to be very careful about the types of shit that you say.
Yeah, that's what I'm very much trying to, because obviously it's like I'm trying to read Raheem's comment, and I'm also trying to directly address what Raheem's saying, and it's like, yeah, it's unfortunate too, because you don't get like Raheem. I totally understand, and I'm trying, and I obviously whenever I talk about anything, I try to be very nuanced about it. It's just unfortunately it's not you. It's like online. Part of it is online, and the veracity to literally like attack and tear people apart is just what constantly happens, and this is a topic that people tend to do this for.
Well, so, yeah, I mean it's just so rough, right? Because it's like the response to that would be like, well, fucking the Pulse nightclub the Pulse nightclub shooting happened exclusively because the guy was like was homophobic, and he was convinced by like Fox News to shoot up the nightclub, right? Like that's a very specific, so that's what I'm talking about, where it's like when you talk in like general statements like this, like when we talk about the royal you, right? Like even if you weren't like when you were giving your example, even if you weren't referring to a specific scenario, the actual words that you were saying very easily could rile a lot of people up, and that's where it's like, well, that's not your fault, but also it's not theirs. Like,
yeah. So I guess a preface would be in my mind. My examples usually fall in like the common people, right? Not the extreme scenarios that end up happening, because obviously.
Well, then in the common scenario, I don't think most people give a shit about whether or not you're gay.
Well, that's why I said it's no, and I agree with you. And for the most part, there's a good chunk of people who just like live their lives and they just happen to be gay. And I'm like, yeah, no one really cares. But a lot of this is online, which is a really interesting element to it as well. Because even like the people being like, oh, they're shoving it down our throats, I'm like 80% of it is just, I think, people seeing stuff online that doesn't actually correlate to like, it's not that it doesn't correlate, it just doesn't happen in the real world as much and stuff. But yeah, it's hard. Being online is kind of hard sometimes.
Being online is a very weird position to be in.
Can we talk about, tangenting off of this, can we talk about your favorite game of all time and why you liked it, and what specifically about the game made you love it the way you do? I do not have a favorite game. I have like a favorite movie I know, but like a favorite game?
What's your favorite movie?
Howl's Moving Castle.
That's fair.
And obviously, you know, that's just for if someone wants to ask me a favorite movie. That one I can kind of say.
I was about to say, because that one you can always kind of go back to.
Yeah, a game. Like, I really like Ni no Kuni.
If you tell me Ni no Kuni is your favorite game, I'm gonna
no, I don't
go
really
insane.
have a
I think
favorite game. There's so many good games. Like I really like Pokemon, like Pearl when I played it. I was really good. There's a whole lot of like farming sims I really like. There's a whole lot of like adventure RPG, JRPGs that I really like.
Sure.
But as soon as you ask me the question, my mind completely blanks. What made you love it? It's so much like, I usually tend to like narrative. I tend to like combat. So like I love Genshin Impact because of its like narrative and gameplay. I love Nier Automata. The game itself is a masterpiece. The combat is really like fluid. But like, see, that's the thing. There's nothing that's like stood out to me as like spectacularly. Like, I loved Hades. Like, Hades is in my top.
Hades is real good. I'm about to say, it's really, I find it's much easier to just be like, oh, X, Y, and Z is good, right? But it's like, it's really hard to answer the question of like, what's your favorite game? Like, that's really hard. Yeah.
Like, I like Outer Wilds, but it also breaks my heart to a certain degree because
I mean, like, because if the follow-up to this question is like, congratulations, it's the only game that you can play for the rest of your life, Outer Wilds is a fucking terrible game to do that.
Yes, right? Yes. Raheem also asked what your favorite game is.
Me?
Or movie. What your favorite movie or game is that you love?
I don't know. It's so tough because it's like, as a person who likes so many things, it's tough to really narrow it down. If I had to say, like, just based on my like instinct, I would say my favorite game would probably be, man, it's so just
Like I like Oberdin 2.
Oberdin's really good, but same problem as Outer Wilds. I don't know, Shadow of the Colossus maybe, or Journey. Actually, Journey might be. Well, I would get so bored of Journey after a while, but it's such like a perfect video game, man.
Experience and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just so concise in such a beautiful way. But
what do you tend to like? Do you like thought-provoking puzzles? Do you like fighting? Do you like narrative?
You asking me?
Yes, you.
Well, because there's there's a thing that I've said a couple times where it's like, there have been a couple games that I've played in my off time where it's like, dude, that's a capital V video game. That's a video game-ass video game, and I love those. Like Pipistrello, the one where it's like a Game Boy style, like Metroidvania style thing, where you have a yo-yo as your weapon. Is that my favorite game of all time? No. Is that game really, really fucking good? Yeah, it's so good, man. And it's like, I don't know. It's tough, because it's like, obviously, I love, like, that game has no mystery, no puzzle, no nothing. Well, I guess it has puzzles, but it has, like, no mystery. But yet, I also really love Tangle Tower. You know?
A Tangle Tower, Breath of the Wild is really good.
Breath of the Wild is really good. You know?
And it could be that the style or genre or storyline or pace. Yeah, I mean, for me, I like movies that tend to have like character development a lot. In general, I tend to love character development. Like if I wasn't like doing kind of like this game or writing stuff, I would totally be more into like psychology or like therapy. I think some stuff like that.
Sure, I can see that.
Just because I love like the thought process of like it feels like it always makes logical sense to me that like a person plus experiences equals like outcome behavior. Like I totally love seeing all of that and like understanding that's super cool. Shadow of the Colossus is loved by so many people. Like Jacksepticeye is so passionate about it, and you don't understand why. I haven't played Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know, Zach. If you want to,
explain why Shadow of the Colossus is fucking awesome?
Yeah, feel free. Advocate for the game.
I don't even know where you would begin with that, man. So there's also context, right? Because like Shadow of the Colossus, when it first came out, was revolutionary. It's an extremely, how do I want to say? It's like, I
think timing matters. I'm gonna add this. When games come out also matter, and
because like the game Shadow of the Colossus nowadays, like if you play it for the first time in 2025, it doesn't feel as novel and revolutionary as it did back on like the fucking PS2 or whatever, or maybe PS3. I think it was PS3. But it's like, sorry, I'm trying to find the words. Shadow of the Colossus is a deeply fascinating, it's like an elegant video game, if that makes any sense, where it's like, the thing that you're doing in the game, like, your character has really shit controls. Like, you move terribly, you attack like an idiot, you're really bad at riding your horse, the camera's really hard to, like, actually stay on top of, like, what you're doing. But all of that serves to, like, feed into the feeling that you're supposed to be getting from the game in the first place. So it's like, some of those bosses are not fantastic. Like, some of them are incredible, some of them are not fantastic. But the overall, like, just vibe and aesthetic and, like, the elegant design of it, it really leads to something. Because, like, both of the games that I listed as, like, potentially being my favorite, because originally I was going to say Diablo 2, but, like, Diablo 2 isn't a game that I can go back to every day. Diablo 2 is something that I can go back to, like, every year, at most, you know? But yeah. So, I don't know, that's what I would say, because it's just, like, Shadow of the Colossus and Journey are games that you can finish in, like, 1 or 2 sessions if you know what you're doing. Which I think is, like, I don't know, I think that's an art form that's really lost in a lot of modern video games.
There is something, and we've talked about this before, where it's like, I think industry expects to just, they're like, we predict that people want more and more. Longer games, you know, cooler stuff, blah blah blah. When in reality,
I think
it's
you're
like for
hitting the
people
nail
who've
on the
grown
head.
up with games. The idea sounds nice. In execution, we're adults now. We don't really have as much time as we used to, and we would love to spend our time playing like these video games.
Well,
but,
it's also
like,
like because it's like it was like when Assassin's Creed first started coming out and the map was like chock full of just things to do. That was interesting because it was like novel. Like games hadn't really done that at that point, right? Well, I mean that's not true.
Yeah.
Like they were essentially taking the collectathon mentality but applying it to just like an open world stealth game, and it's like, oh, that's like kind of interesting. But then you do that for the 11th game in a row, and you're like, man, this is fucking boring. And it's like, now you're just
there
giving me a
has to be-
checklist.
Like there's novelty in that regard. There's also like some games can be big. You could totally do that. Not everything has to be bite sized.
Not Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a great example where it's like that game is enormous and you definitely could remove a bunch of stuff from it, but the game does not suffer overall from its like glut of content.
Like I think Assassin's Creed could totally have a base of like collectathon stuff, but you have to offset it with a new thing. I think each game, it doesn't you have to know, and I don't know how they calculate this, I guess, but you have to know whether or not just changing the environment enough, right? Does that capture enough people's attention that even though the gameplay is the same?
I think it genuinely was for like 6 games in a row, which is actually crazy, right? Like that goes to show how good of an idea
and
it was.
If that's good enough, yeah, then they can keep going with it. That's for sure. Obviously, after some point, you need to like maybe make some other adjustments and stuff, but like, as long as the proof is in like the consumption and the consumer, right? What works, what doesn't work.
Well, is that true though? Because also people will just buy what's available. Like if you just like
to try stuff out, sure, yeah.
Well, because I mean, like that was the thing that
Well.
because I'm thinking back of like the CEO of EA was saying like single player video game experiences don't make money. And it's like, are you fucking stupid? It's because you haven't made a good single player experience, like in years.
Okay, well, now we're talking about whether or not something was actually good. Okay, I understand what you're saying. That's an extra variable.
No, but I'm saying like
have.
I'm saying that from that guy's perspective, from that CEO's perspective, the single player story based games that they're selling don't sell as much. So that must mean that single player games are not good.
No,
or are not profitable,
saying.
successful.
When I say, I guess this is a good thing because I'm constantly updating kind of how I should. I think you just thought I was talking about money. I think what I'm also talking about is also what the consumers are saying.
Oh,
I
like
feel
a claim?
A lot of the time, consumers they're like, oh, we really liked X thing about the game. This worked. Blah blah blah. Like through your consumers, you can kind of see what works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's fair.
And that's a big thing which is really funny. That's a big thing. I feel like consumers say, and I don't believe that like companies are bound to have to listen to consumers, because I know some consumers feel entitled and that like companies have to listen to them. When it comes to good, reasonable stuff where they're like, this would make a better game, and like we really think this is like blah, I totally think companies should keep their eyes and ears open for ways on making themselves better, and consumers are one of the best ways of doing that. So yeah, it's super interesting because I feel like consumers like say a lot of stuff, and then sometimes I see like the industries and they're like, we're just gonna do X thing because even though that's not what the consumers have said, we predict it's gonna be successful, and then it's not successful, and I'm like, huh? You think? Like all of us were saying this is not what we wanted, but you're for some reason making this again for the nth time. That's stuff I feel like I've seen a bunch of, and it's kind of annoying.
I mean, like a good example I think from the video game sphere that you probably will maybe agree with. I don't know. I know you're more close to this sort of thing than I am. But like, no one likes live service games, or at least not in the current like games as a service type model that they're using. No one likes it beyond stockholders. Like not even developers like that shit. But it's being forced on the gaming population because holy shit, does it make money?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, stuff like that.
Yeah. So.
All right. So, by the way, fucking cross your fingers, because if we don't get the stuff today, I mean, I'm gonna make the potions regardless. But if we don't get you cannot sell cures. If we don't get the potions today, we're fucked. Or not fucked, but at least we won't end the game perfect, which would annoy me. But I can easily make the potions in less than a day.
We'll still win, right?
We
You're
will
just gonna be
win.
like,
We
"Aw."
will win by a landslide. Yes. Oh, they didn't give me any bonuses, dude. Bullshit. Man, I can't believe that we still haven't earned money in like 11 days.
Yeah, we're still above like 100K.
That's kind of
really
insane.
funny. Well, Raheem, did we address, would you like any more information on like personal plot lines or stories
Oh
or
my
stuff?
god, these
that we're into?
motherfuckers.
I know for some reason you didn't give them the
No, I
rarity
just gave them the
potions,
stuff
right?
that was like more capacity, find more stuff. That's all I did. Oh my god. Well, they found a shit ton of stuff, but just, oh my god. Ah. Hold on. I'm gonna send.
Sorry, Raheem. Remind yourself, Raheem, to chop things up into multiple paragraphs.
What did
I'll read it out.
Did he get fucking?
He just said something
booped?
that's long. Yeah, he just said something that was really long. I
By
have a
the-
few favorite games.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let me just.
Yeah.
I have a few favorite games. Undertale for its level of pure comedy and its story arc and its ability to break the fourth wall, for example.
Sure.
Save files and loading files is a physical ability for very few characters and plays a part in the story. Also, the amount of personality given to every character, including monsters you fight as you go through the same game, to bosses, and even inanimate objects like a wall can be interacted with and has some sort of dialogue with which no other game does. It for sure.
Well, actually, if you say like no other game does, you should play fucking Earthbound.
I was about to say, I don't think more games have done that. This is definitely an interesting, like a niche style of game.
It's definitely a
that,
niche style that was popularized in the modern day by Undertale. That 100% agree with that.
Yeah. So there you go. Even though your thing doesn't exist, I've read it out loud. Just know it exists.
Oh, because you could see it on your end.
Yeah. It just and it's not visible on screen chat.
All right. By the way, I do want to say sorry if like some of the stuff got a little intense earlier. I don't mean anything by it, Raheem. It's just it's a tough subject, especially with stuff that happened today. But yeah, I don't know. The favorite video game stuff is always just so difficult because it's like I feel like whenever you're discussing like your favorite video game,
they're so different.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, so
you can't
different.
compare apples and oranges. And unfortunately, it's an entire fucking grocery store filled with unique fruit.
Yeah. So it's like I could say like, oh, in the sweet category, I like X fruit the most. In the sour category, I like X fruit. But like saying what's your favorite fruit overall, I'm like,
like what's your favorite puzzle game? Well, do you mean like hardcore puzzle, like it's just puzzles, or do you mean like puzzle narrative, i.e. a mystery game? Right? And it's like you have to break it down like that.
Okay, I need to go to the bathroom real
You're
fast.
okay,
I'll
you're
be
okay.
back.
Oh. Yeah, I can't see you, Raheem. I'm assuming you're still there. But yeah, sorry, brother, if it sounded like I was getting mad at you or Saba in that particular circumstance. It's just like, I don't know. A lot of the thing is, it's like you know how like couples will fight with each other, and from the outside perspective, what they're fighting over is nothing. Like it doesn't, like, why are you guys fighting about this period? But in actuality, they're fighting because they have like a lot of resentment build up. Like there's a lot of history about X, Y, and Z. I feel like a lot of these discussions when it comes to like whatever, kind of have the same thing, where there's just such a long history of discourse that's permanent because it's online, that leads to, I don't know, not even necessarily like slippery slope ideology, but it's just like, it's so easy to say one thing and have it misinterpreted as another thing, but that's because both people are just trying to do their best in the conversation. It's just really tough, All right, so what are we making? Well, I already have one of each. All right, so let's do... So it's you. Got it. You got it. Okay, so you are nice. Nice taste. Oh, you only have nice taste? You don't need to apologize. 100% get what you're saying. Thank you, Raheem. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Oh, God. It's been so fucking hot here in Oregon for, like, weeks. Fucking dying.
I am back. Sorry, I said Raheem also had a thing saying Undertale is inspired by Earthbound, which is why you said obviously Earthbound.
Yeah.
And he also repeated the message he sent to you, and he says, "I am not offended in any way, shape, or form, neither of you," which it's very nice of you, and I really hope, like, you know, that the people we attract to our stream are like kind of like-minded, right? So they'll be a little bit more nuanced and stuff like that. Obviously, people who sometimes just see VODs randomly, we can never prevent ourselves from like being shielded from the people who will just reactionarily always emotionally respond. But you know, it's tough. Yeah, yeah. Zach said a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I've forgotten what the rest of what I wanted to try to say. It happens. Yeah.
Ooh, what? Okay. All right.
Anyway, what else was I trying to think of?
Saba, I'm trying this. Are you ready?
What are you trying?
So, these 3 ingredients cover all 5 positive traits.
Oh, you're trying your thing.
If I can make a masterwork radiation tonic now, literally the best potion we could possibly make. Shit, it's gonna be so expensive. Oh, I can get to superior. God damn it. This is very out of context.
But potion gains a 1 star, right? Or with a chance of gaining, you could get to whatever the
master. Well, we want to do 5-star masterwork if possible.
Oh, I cannot see the full thing. All I can see is after him so much.
You're exactly like my older brother. You remind me of him so much. You have the exact same viewpoints as him. You guys have similar preferences and gains and vibe. In fact, you even look alike. Well, that makes it a little weird that you wanted to date me, but okay. You guys even have the same glass frame. Hey, man, listen. I'm just trying, like, I don't know. Everybody's just trying to do their best, right? Like, that's all anyone can really do, you know? And that's what makes it tough. That's all. I'll still take you out. All right, well, thank you. Man, this sucks.
What? I guess it is nice though. It's like,
oh, you know what? Hold on.
Is uncomfortable something? You are always feel free to move away. You don't have to be part of the conversation. You don't have to be around X thing. You're always entitled to not have to deal with something, which is nice.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying something stupid. All right. It's already masterwork. But it's too
this is interesting.
But it's too unstable presently.
Try to get it positive, yeah. Maybe you're going to be able to.
I'm gonna make it work, god damn it. All right. This is the highest that I can get.
I will say it is also a little rough because like this is the kind of stuff like the stuff with that's really interesting and like it's very complicated. That's this kind of stuff I like talking about too.
Yeah.
But Zach is totally right that like not many people can really I don't want to say handle, but like there are people in this world who are just like not like as are able to not pick up on these things as easily. So a lot of them will very easily just kind of drag it and say claim it's one way or another. And they could have power as well. And it could totally not be great for us as we kind of talk about it. So it's like, it's hard. Like I want to chat. It's fun chatting. It's fun trying to like, think things through. And this is where like the philosophy comes. I like thinking things through and trying to like update what I know and how I think about things and whatnot. So it's like, but once I've kind of landed on something I really like, then it'll be kind of hard for I think people to I don't want to say convince me otherwise. Like I need to have it to be logical to me. Kind of like the thing with like I said with the masculinity and femininity. I'm like the thing that I heard from this guy just made sense to me. But even though like
Sure.
the rest of the world kind of views it a little differently, I don't think I would want to move on it just because, at least from my logical like the train of logic I have, I just like that the most.
Oh.
You're so close, dude.
Oh, Saba.
There's a chance. There's a chance. So if you do this multiple times, Zach, you could just have it perfect.
Oh, I'm so sad though, cause I can't get it any more stable than this. It's like you just need so many fucking Magimins to make this work, man. God damn it. Oh, that's...
Okay, so Raheem's like, yeah, I get that, Phil. I'll be sure to be mindful of what I bring up with these. And you're totally right to bring some of this stuff up because these are questions people have, right? And to like, and part of what I'm talking about is for like other people if they're just listening into like this conversation. Part of it that's for them because it's like people should be allowed to talk about these things in order to not only learn more, but to broaden their horizons and like try to like figure out what they think is right. And a lot of stuff like that. So I don't think you're wrong.
But this is what I said, and this is what I said to my coworker as well, because like we have similar conversations where it's like the problem is that like I trust that you and I are reasonable people and we're not bad people, like that we're not villains. But unfortunately, there's a lot of villains that exist on the internet that are also better than talking than us.
Oh, there's a lot of the thing about online is that it does bring out like the worst in people, and sometimes the worst of people are very, it's not even that they're charismatic. There's like a whole like psychological thing where it's like either it's jumping on the bandwagon, it's kind of like there's like some things like greed, shock, entertainment, like that people just want more. Like, oh my gosh, like there was like a thing that recently happened in like the real life where like,
the real life
in the real world where it's like I think a streamer or something like I don't remember how it was, but like he passed away, but it was very tragic, and it was because of the like his like co-streamers were like clearly like abusing him and stuff like that, and the chat was egging it on, and it's just so sad to see like the internet people. There's a level of distance that if you're not empathetic or sympathetic enough, you can detach yourself from the misery you see, and to you it's just entertainment, and you don't think it doesn't impact you, and that's something that comes out of online, is that it can drag out things like this and it can turn people very cruel. But it's just all to support, I guess what Zach's saying, I guess.
Well, I mean, once again, we're more or less aligned here. Am I insane? Where the fuck is this Rose?
You guys would be the perfect podcast host. Honestly, you guys are able to expand on so many points as well while being able to come to a conclusion that makes sense, or bring some light.
If and I'll let Saba respond to this as well. I feel like that's a very touching and very salient compliment, and I do really appreciate it. However, I don't think Saba and I actually have like any grounds to talk to anybody about this, or like to talk with authority on this. Like just because I talk confidently and Saba's good at like, like analyzing stuff or whatever, it doesn't mean that we actually have like a leg to stand on when it, like, I don't know, like Saba and I are just people. We're just people trying to figure shit out. We are just
people. We haven't, like, we could, like, I would totally be, like, I had a lot of people, no. Okay, hold on, I'm trying
I've had a lot of people tell me that it's like, no, sorry.
It's not, it was completely the wrong statement I was trying to make. I know we've talked about, like, podcast doing stuff, and we're totally people that could just have a podcast about, like, whatever.
I mean, we could do whatever,
the
yeah.
idea of authority is true. You should always take what, like, people say with a grain of salt.
There we go.
Obviously, people who are experts within the field and they're verified experts, you can probably put more faith in their words. But to a certain degree, like we're always missing information, and we will always be missing information. And that's always something that I think it's like that's what happens in normal everyday conversations. You know, we're always missing like information and stuff like that. But I definitely appreciate, and I love talk. This is the stuff I love talking about. It's like you know, being nuanced and chatting about really interesting things.
Oh hell, Saba,
So
look
I
at this
appreciate it,
shit. Oh my god, just throw a bunch of bones in it, dude. Oh my
really
god,
funny.
we're already at
And what's super
masterwork.
nice. What's super nice is that even like if you have at least one of an item, we can always make more, Zach.
That is true.
Oh, it's so good. I always, it's weird though. Like I don't know about like me having a podcast, but like actually have an easier time like with a visual. Like I actually have a harder time with only
I mean,
like,
you can
listening.
do a podcast that has like a video component.
Oh no, totally. It's just super interesting, the idea of a podcast where I was like, maybe I would be good at a podcast, but it's super interesting because to me, it's like I have a harder time listening to podcasts than like I need to see something. I have an easier time like connecting with it if I see it.
I would also like, I don't know if I would like, once again, I enjoy talking to Saba. I don't like in some wild fantasy where we actually like have some sort of a following. Holy shit, people would be mad at me all the time. Because it's like me constantly talking over you, constantly like trying, like not even correcting you necessarily, just trying to like direct you in a slightly different way would irk people so fucking much.
Maybe, yeah. It's
I don't think it's a maybe.
Just like talking. No, I know you and I are just like talking. Like that's how we like talk with each other. And obviously, if I have an issue with you, I'll like let you know. But people,
I'll call you a fucking
always
jabroni.
make assumptions. Make assumptions are like this is how it should be when it's like there's no way it needs to be. It's just between me and Zach and how me and Zach talk. But other people are like, no, you have to do blank blank. There's so many people that do so many different things. It's just kind of crazy. Just know if you had a podcast I'd listen to start to finish while people 60. Well, thank you, Rahi.
That is very nice to say.
I will say.
So by the way,
Zach
Saba,
have-
5 positive traits, guaranteed masterwork.
Yeah.
Boom!
I will say there are some things that we have recorded that are kind of podcast-y.
Are you talking about the?
Does it count as a podcast if they're pre-recorded?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, so it's like we've had like the Pokemon conversation.
I was like, we had the Pokemon conversation. We had the multiple
had Hunter
episodes where I was
Hunter.
watching Hunter x Hunter. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of the
Getting
like
up.
once again, not to put too fine of a point on it, but it's one of those things that's really tough because it's like there's a lot of people out in the world that think that they like. There's a lot of people that exist in the world who enjoy hearing themselves talk and believe that that makes them like valid in terms of like what they're talking about. Like you know what I mean? Hold on. I'm doing this all wrong. Holy shit. We got a C in there again. Perfect.
Honestly,
We got another
I
crab.
would even if we do also like a podcast kind of stuff. I cannot talk for like a super long time. My throat will get
Oh, easy as
so
pie,
tired.
man.
Like I'm already like a little hoarse a little bit, but I can sense it, you know. But I like chatting. I'm definitely a chatty person, though like I said, I'm a bit of a ambivert, so I'm not like instantaneously chatty. If you get like I'm very nervous upon like meeting new people.
Oh!
Actually, I say that I am nervous,
Oh.
but if I introduce myself to you, I will be coming off like I'm a confident person. That is a shift in my like behavior that has happened, which I think is pretty good actually. Like I'm putting a good face forward, but I definitely did not used to be like that. I've learned that I need to be better in that regard, and I do think I've improved.
All right, I think this is gonna be another fucked one.
Hey, even if you get like 50% of the way there, that's going to be very, very impressive.
So
Chance of loot potion losing a star.
I have to make 2 of
any-
these again. So it's one Hey, you. What are you? Okay, so I need to take another screen snip because I need to. This is so for both of these to fail. It's a 25% chance that they both fail because it's a 50% whether or not it fails or succeeds.
Honestly, I don't even know what we would talk about. Anyway, like there's some
What, on
things
the
like
podcast?
the Pokemon obviously we talked about. Yeah, like whether I mean, I guess we could do anime to a certain degree. We obviously would talk about video games, but like,
I mean, it
I
would.
don't know
I mean,
about
it
in
would
the context
definitely.
without us having played it and stuff like that.
It would
like,
definitely like if we were to do a podcast of a similar ilk to what we did today, it would 100% have to be people submit questions.
Okay. Yeah, because I genuinely am like, I feel like it would, because I like our formats of like, I watch something and then we instantly kind of talk about it because I'm going to forget about it. Or how we did with Hunter x Hunter. But that's if we personally have enough time to watch these things, which is kind of difficult. Video games, why not just stream it? Like, that would be my
Very
response
true.
to that.
You know, she makes a good argument.
Same with like movies, and like the only thing I could partially think of is like, you know, the more rhetorical or like thought questions. Like that's like philosophy.
But that's the stuff. That's the stuff where I'm like, I don't think we have a leg to stand on. Like when we're talking about
at least
like
authoritarily, yes, yeah.
Well, but that's what I'm saying though, is that like the world is filled with people who talk very confidently about things that they don't fucking understand. Like, I don't know. I remember like a long while ago, this would have been years and years ago. I remember you and I had a conversation about like biological like sex and gender and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know, once again, because that's the way I talk. I talked very confidently about a bunch of stuff, and I don't necessarily think I was barking up the wrong tree, but I have since learned a lot of stuff about how biology, like, actually works. And, like, did you know that there are more intersex people on the face of the planet Earth than people with naturally red hair?
Oh, that I did know. I did
But
remember
I mean,
hearing
that's the type of thing where it's like, you know, people...
Crazy.
But that's what I'm saying though, where it's just like, I don't know, the perspective of this sort of thing kind of gets lost, and it's like, if you're an like, I don't know, there was a podcast
I will say,
yeah, I'll leave.
Well, let me add to. I will say, it's not much of a podcast if like Zach's talking as if he knows, and I'm also I talk as if like, well, I don't know, Zach. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. There's not really.
I'm about
much
to say, in that case, then it's all just me.
Yeah, well, there's that, but then there's also like, no one likes a person that says, I don't really know, I would have to learn more. Like,
because then what's the point of the conversation, right?
Yeah, that relies a lot on data, and we can't really talk without knowing the data, you know?
Like, if
so,
if the podcast was like, hey, here's a question, we're gonna independently do a month of research and then present it to each other, sure, maybe, but in that case, it's like...
That's different.
but once again, it's like, we would not be able to conversate in this sort of way because we would be talking about the subject matter more specifically, you know? We'd be talking about what we researched.
Yeah. So the most thing we would talk about, and this is, I think you're totally right, they would require a following, because once you have enough of a following, do people care about you as a person and your opinion in regards to your own life, right? Some people view it as like factual. Like, I don't think they should do that, but it's like, if you have enough people that care about just like what you think because they care about you as a person, that would require enough of a following to do that, you know?
Saba, I know we're about to hit time. We literally have one day and then the finale.
I do want to finish. I would like to finish this game.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you need to brew anything? That's the question.
No.
So that's the
well,
next part,
actually, well, maybe. All right, you ready? You ready? Well,
yes.
no, because if both of these fail and both of these fail, then
okay.
maybe.
Praying.
We lost one.
Okay.
So okay, hold on.
One.
Hold on.
Okay. It doesn't have to mean both of them.
Also flossed.
No.
So we lost the 25%. This one's guaranteed to be great.
Fantastic, beautiful potion. Smells great. Looks amazing.
That one we got.
Yes.
Okay, listen. We're done.
One.
We're done. I do not give a shit. I do not give a shit about making another radiation tonic perfect.
Here, let me redeem the no, because I do like the I am small one, but have you redeemed no wrong, Raheem? Though this is really funny. I wish Zach could hear it too when it plays.
Why wouldn't it?
It's the Dawn, like the Pokemon Dawn, the no wrong. Like, it's with like an emote that I drew, which is really funny.
Where are you getting that line from, though?
It's from Pokemon. Dawn in Pokemon.
Oh, Dawn,
It's just a
Dawn
random
the
episode.
character. Sorry, I thought you meant Dawn
Yeah.
the fucking Leafeon.
No. That's how I imagine Zach thinks I talk, which maybe.
I make no comment.
No, wrong. Though I did do something funny. I drew.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I drew Dawn Cat with the same expression as what Dawn had in the show.
I don't
So
like.
and it's like a funny thing. It's
Okay.
like arched eyebrow anime.
Oh my
thing.
God,
Huh?
Saba!
Is that it?
It's what we were looking for.
Hell yeah.
Now we need another 6 of those. If we get another 6, we're golden. I think, assuming we don't need to upgrade anything. Yes!
Yes.
Yes! Sid, my love. Oh my
Okay.
God.
We gotta quickly go through this, Zach.
I
Come
know.
on.
I'm
Come
working on
boy.
it.
Look
Okay.
even more.
Okay. Hold on.
No sending anyone out. Go straight to the finish line. Come on.
So what we're
Oh gosh,
doing?
I'm hungry.
Well, so the thing that we could do, I don't know how long it would take. Shit. Hold on, I'm thinking. So the only thing that we could do.
We have to.
Well, no, if
the
we.
question.
Well, no, if we. So if we make these. These are the so these barrels will increase the base price by 25%. This would be literally the best we could possibly do. But I don't like I think you have to time slot to age is 6. We have 6 slots left in the day. I don't think you automatically pull them out of the machine during the competition. So
Okay,
I don't
yeah, definitely don't risk it, you know.
that just sucks, man.
Just brew whatever that other potion is like 4 times, and then we'll make sure we get it in like 2. And then once we get the thing.
Oh, so you want me to try again?
Well, don't you want to? Isn't that the whole point?
I had already declared very loudly, fuck it.
Oh, okay, never mind then. You don't need to do it.
Okay, thank you.
I thought you still wanted to. I'm like, I'm okay with it.
No. It's 4 star. It's 4 stars. 5. What'd you calls it? 5 positive traits. It's going to absolutely demolish. What's his name?
Robin?
Robin. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to put them out in the front, even though we're not selling any potions?
You know I do. It's just like
People
it's just how garish this is, man. It's so disgusting.
Okay, Raheem said, well, people, I haven't enjoyed, I think it's just have enjoyed my 2.5 hours here. It was eventful to say the least. I'll be sure to be back next time. See you guys next time. Bye! And he said,
Bye.
and he says Zach with the lips and an X after it.
Nice.
Goodbye,
All right.
Raheem.
Ciao, Raheem. All right. So how do you feel, Saba? How do you feel about your fully celestial shop?
This is pretty. This is pretty, yeah.
It does look nice. It is just really bright.
It is. We are being flashbanged, like, at all times.
All right. So arrange potions. Sort by highest.
We've reached the end. We've reached the
So it's this.
end.
85% price increase is fucking crazy. So it's seeking and then radiation, right? So you. Oh.
I mean, it says it, right? What?
That one's worth more. What?
Why?
It must be because of the star. This one's 5 stars.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, I don't care. We're finishing.
It's radiation potion. I don't imagine that'll be look that great, you know.
All right. I am going to... Well, because I really want to wrap this up, because once again, it's like I have to finish packing for Vegas tomorrow. It's crazy to think that I have to wake up at like 4:40 tomorrow. It's like, it's kind of freaking me out a bit.
4:40.
All right. I'm good to end the day, right? Like, we're not doing anything?
Save.
You
save.
just watched me save.
Oh, sorry. I totally... Okay, yes, we can end. Sorry, I was so focused in my mind
Jesus
about what's
Christ,
happening.
Saba.
Tomorrow
This is it.
the big day. Victory is within our grasp.
Victory is within our grasp.
In that competition, and you'll be free of debt, and I'll be free of feathers. Assuming you haven't decided to accept Robin's offer, of course. To throw the match, to take the money, and leave me in the lurch. Which is an absurd idea. I know you wouldn't do
If,
that.
and clearly they haven't done that because you would have told me, if they would have acknowledged the fact that they could have just duplicated
Relax, Oswald.
the Maven Bloom
together.
in this, that'd be
And there's no
legendary.
turning
That
back.
would be really funny. Like, that would be, because there is a post game, like, that you get to keep playing after you win. That would be really funny if you could take the Maven Bloom, put it in a slime, and just make, like, 1 billion.
What is the secret to our result? Debt.
Debt.
What makes you tick?
Yeah.
Well, right this very moment, I'm holding out for an apology.
From me, you mean? You know, I suppose I do owe you an apology.
You should be like,
of
when I
sorts.
beat you into the ground
It was wrong
tomorrow.
of me to suggest that you forfeit, to offer you a deal like I did.
I mean-
It's much better for things to play out this
It is
way.
funny, because Robin is not judging, like, he does not judge who has the more valuable potion. The audience
Make my
does.
victory all the more glorious.
Yeah, totally. Unless you lose, of course.
You really think you have a chance tomorrow?
You really think you have a chance? I don't even think we're gonna have to play a single
Unless he
fucking card.
cheats.
Tell me then, Sylvia.
May.
On what
What?
Stupid.
basing such-
What?
May.
Oh, that's easy. I've worked hard.
What,
for
you
my
think just
title.
because Oswald was a sad owl that you think Maven turned into the fucking zonked ass
Hi,
dragon May?
dragon?
Is that
Yes.
I'm good at what I do.
And just because Robin was the only person who walked out of the fucking fight against Maven unscathed?
With a lizard.
I don't see what's so funny.
Do you listen to yourself? You're going to beat me. Me. With high self-esteem? And the
Who said the power of
friendship?
friendship?
She did.
You don't seem to realize
She was like,
we're
my friends believe in me, yada yada.
different leagues here.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
skilled. She's like, have you seen
She's
our
very good at
certificate?
what she does.
That is true. Our last 4 competitors.
Sylvia. Fair enough. Maybe I ought not underestimate you. But if you're right, if through some miracle things don't go my way in this competition,
He'll just kill us.
I have a trump card prepared. One you'll never see coming.
You know,
What's
like,
that supposed to mean?
It means tomorrow only has one possible outcome. So, if you have as much riding on this contest as you claim, well, you might want to spend these next hours putting your affairs in order.
Like she's gonna fucking die.
What
I mean,
a
maybe.
tool! Didn't I say
What a
so?
tool!
He's just trying to psych us out, same as all the others did.
I
We
don't
should
think
focus
so.
on
I
what
think he's
matters.
got, you know, stuff
Just
he's dealing
be-
with.
I do
Well,
think it's really interesting that as the leader of like the entire commission, his like downside was literally just shutting shit
Never
off.
be able to repay. But don't do this for me, Sylvia. Do it for yourself. You've come so far in such a short time. So get out there and show this town what you can do.
Yay!
Sleeping on the couch for the last time. Armchair for the last time.
The big day.
Big day, everyone.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Here they
Yay,
are,
husbando!
two
Woo
giants
woo.
on the street
We're so close.
of their craft. But only one can be crowned our winner. Only one can take home the grand prize. Let's meet our stars. Taking the first podium today is a man so regal, he puts the king in Potion Making. He survived
Wow.
the throw at him, and he came out the other side
Unless it was
with a
planned.
smile on his face. And don't even get me started about those dimples. I am talking, of course, about Robin.
That's very kind, but if we could move this along.
I need to get my hands on the navy blue.
Number 2 is a woman who knows a thing or two about adversity herself.
It's all about
She arrived on
facade.
our shores with little more than the clothes on her back and a dream. In a matter of weeks, she's transformed her uncle's ram.
It is funny how, like, from our perspective as the video game player, we're the only people that participated in this challenge.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. 3 cheers for Sylvia.
Like, there clearly was other rounds where the other contestants faced against other people, presumably.
Presumably.
Your lizard gives me the creeps. Why don't you put that thing on a
Zach was just like, okay.
You have no right to speak to us that way.
Tensions appear high. Don't make me come down.
Well, Sabi, you already don't trust the lizard.
Scratch that.
I wonder why. Do you see its eyes? It's high as hell.
Titanic tycoons.
Ta-da!
It's me, Baptiste. From this vantage,
With the microphone.
This contest. Now, I'm sure you've heard some gossip about my involvement with one of the contestants. To confirm it, the rumors are true. For that reason, if no other, it would be inappropriate for me to act as judge here.
What?
Instead, it is the
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
who will determine the winner of
What does he normally say?
No, it's the same thing. It's always he always just says like, who votes for Robin? And they go, yeah. Who votes for fucking Sylvia? Yeah. It's always the crowd cheering, but it's just like him prefacing it by saying that that we're dating. It's like, oh.
covet. This morning, I'm here simply to act as the voice of the people. Count on me to interpret.
But isn't this
the crowd's
bad? If he's got like a really legendary reputation, then
In other words, audience,
that seems a little unfair.
It's a popularity contest. Yeah, we have to surmount it with sheer
Foregone.
talent.
I know it. This crowd knows it.
I'm sorry that we're on easy mode. Robin, it's gonna make this really embarrassing.
May knows it most of all.
to that, I can only say, let the battle begin! All right, Robin, are you ready to wow us all?
This one's an old family recipe.
I mean, his
Ooh.
potion looks fancy.
And the family in question is the ancient line of monarch magi whose mastery of forbidden arts ended the Second Dark Age.
Consider me wowed. Audience, am I right to be impressed?
It's crazy to think that like this dark age potion, like literally like a historical recipe, would just be outbeaten by us. Like that feels a little too crazy.
What
are you talking about? I don't know. All right.
Too crazy.
Actually, his is like 3K, right?
Yeah. Is it better than ours?
Yes.
Wow. We gonna lose?
Yeah, because look. Well, no. Now I get to do the haggling.
Leader of the Heroes Guild, you'll recognize how precious this potion really is.
Oh, you're haggling with the crowd?
Yes. Saba, you haven't seen this because we just blown them out of the water. This is essentially just a selling session
is of masterwork.
with limitless patience, I believe.
Yeah.
The fairest,
Oh, we're close.
but I'm sure you.
Time to haggle. Should I review my strategy?
I'm ready.
I'm ready to.
Now, does Robin get to do that? No. See? So it has essentially unlimited patience, but Robin's going to be applying a bunch of bad shit to us. All right. I will end turn. I'll take the 10 stress. Actually, I think it's 20. Yeah, because that
It's
and then...
10,
oh, it's 10 and
it'll
then...
and then it'll add the
Okay.
it later.
All right. Hold on.
Yes, serenity of mine. I need what is it? Deep breathing? Is that what it is? We just need a chain of
Regulated breathing.
Oh, regulated breathing.
Forest. How many indignities am I expected to suffer? Another chorus. All right, so we already won.
So the point is just to beat the thing.
It's
Okay,
literally just to
interesting.
get a higher value than him, yeah.
You have the better potion, Sylvia.
Ha! Who's the underdog now?
Celebrating already. Rookie mistake. It's time I showed you the error of your way.
His cravat.
No thanks are
He
necessary
adjusted.
for the lesson. I'm going to enjoy this.
We'll have to see what happens next in round 2.
Now, if his thing is higher than this next potion, which should be a curse cure, the only way we could have beat him by default was if we had cured it in a barrel first.
Yeah,
Among
but
the
I mean, to
nobles
be
of the
fair,
continent,
I do like actually seeing this. I mean, we didn't have it any other time, so seeing you do the
If it's
the
The
negotiating
haggle.
here is good. Yeah.
It's true, we haven't haggled at all today. 3,455.
my heart goes out to you.
You can't possibly measure up to that. Are you sure about... Oh my god, it's so expensive. Oh, because one of these is
You
4.
want the higher one.
Yeah. Sorry. I was like, why is one of these so much more than the other?
Get the elitism. This is a curse cure for everybody.
Nice.
It's instantly identifiable, that's for sure. And the closer I look, the more impressive it appears.
Let's check in with the audience. What will they pay for this curse cure?
So that's 25 because we have the 5 positive traits, I believe.
Oh, nice. We got really
To
close.
rethink my strategy?
I think I start with the
No,
10.
you don't.
I think I start with the 10 stress though. Yeah. And it doesn't
But
even
we
count.
have the thing.
It doesn't even count my
Regulated
regulated breathing, which is sad.
But we do have to like end a turn. 15.
No, I already beat him.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
We have a new champion.
So that means we won because it's best out of 3.
I did it! I did it!
But no,
Hey, don't feel bad. You did a great job. Shake on it?
Even though we just like insulted your lizard 5 seconds ago. Okay. He's just a puppet for Maven. I was also thinking that's possibly a thing.
What's happening right now?
You think you're surprised? I prepared for this.
Oh my god, the voice for Maven? That's crazy.
Who are you?
Vince?
Do to Robin.
Question?
Haven't you figured it out by now? Robin is no more than a
Oh, so it is a puppet. Oh, that's kind of
Crazy puppet that
depressing.
has allowed me to live among you unsuspected.
So Robin isn't real?
True.
So Robin is alive. She's just been using control person for
Okay.
years.
Wow, that's sorry, dude.
Maven the Witch Queen? You're alive? And you're a lizard? I didn't realize you were a lizard.
What a twist!
Baptiste, please, Baptiste, come on.
Proceed swiftly to the nearest exit.
Laugh it up, fools. This scaly semblance is only temporary. The world has long thought me dead, but I survived. And the time is nigh for my glorious return.
Once again, great voice acting.
I'll take back all that is rightfully mine, starting with the restoration of my
Look at her high as hell,
true
looking
and
straight up to the
pure
heavens.
form.
I still don't understand. What happened to you?
The band of idiotic heroes. The ones who came here to slay me. They botched the job. But the dolts managed to blow up my laboratory in the attempt. The resulting explosion irradiated the island, and
And so that's how because you'll remember Oswald went to the wastelands to look for
Yeah,
rare
yeah.
ingredients, and that's how he transformed.
Squire Boy was there. My powers are limited in my current undignified state, but they were more than sufficient to take control of him. I seized his mind on that day, and I've rarely let go since. No one questioned the feel-good story of the boy.
I mean, he did live.
The Wicked Witch Queen.
But it's just different than what we think.
Harmless little pet.
And you've been hiding in plain sight all along.
Saba had no idea.
Trial it has been.
Uh-huh.
What?
No idea.
Wave and fraternize. I amassed power and wealth, but slowly. Too slowly. And then, Baptiste's goons managed to procure a sample of Maven Bloom. Perhaps the last of its kind.
The
Once
lost.
I get my hands on it, once I have my cure, my long exile will at last be over. And I won't have to tolerate you half-wits anymore.
You realize this half-wit just beat you pretty resoundingly.
Yes, that's inconvenient, isn't it?
Yes, it's inconvenient.
Fortunately, I have
You know what that reminds me of?
my mental magics are
Yzma.
used to be.
Is it very true?
Over the years, every ounce of power I could spare has gone into this crystal. I've saved enough energy to change the outcome of our little contest by forcing you to see things my way.
You mean...
Prepare to forfeit, Sylvia. In another moment, it will be literally the only thing on your mind!
Well, great. I'm totally screwed. Except, ever since coming to Rafta, I've faced off against one...
The last
bullfight
potion,
after
maybe?
another.
Question mark.
And
The last one's a seeking potion.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay.
I don't have mind control magic or a mystic gem. But all the same, these days, changing people's minds is what I do. So how do I convince Maven not to zap me? I've got it. I guess I can't win. I don't have... Since you're a no-good cheater. With bad grades.
I know what you're trying to do. It won't work. I won't be dissuaded by your petty taunts, nor by pathetic appeals for fairness.
No surprise there. I mean, you've been trying to cheat all along, haven't you?
Sylvia shows no sign of backing down!
Maven, stop talking and just use the crystal.
You tried to steal the Maven Bloom from the guild hall. You tried to bribe me into forfeiting. And when you realized you couldn't buy or steal your way out of facing me today, you showed up with a magical trump card. It's obvious what that all adds up to, Maven. You're afraid of me.
Oh, snap!
Since that very first competition. It explains why you've been dropping in on me.
That's absurd. Me? Afraid of you? I dropped in on you out of a sense of morbid curiosity. Honestly, the sight of you in that sad little slantwise shop, I couldn't fathom how you managed to make it as far as you did. I thought you must have some secret, some trick.
My only secret is hard work and a willingness to learn. I mean, sure, my shop wasn't much to look at to begin with.
Do you like how it's just like talking like this while there's thunder and lightning happening?
I'm proud of where I'm from and what I accomplished. You can steal this contest, but you can't take that away from me.
Can't I, though? But I suppose you have a point, Sylvia. Forcing you to forfeit now, that would be a hollow victory. I deserve more.
High as hell.
I deserve to crush my foe, to leave no doubt in anyone's mind about my superiority. All right, then. Have it your way. I shall leave your mind, such as it is, untouched. But the rest of the cattle assembled here today, they're about to forget all about your so-called victory.
So now it's the last potion?
Try this one more time.
We'll have to see what happens next in round 2!
That's more like it.
Huh? Round 2? We already did round 2. You know what? Fine. If that's the way you want it, bring it on.
Determined to rally, are you? But Rafta is still rooting for its harmless, handsome hometown hero.
Alliteration, is it? Then
So is it going to be the other potion now or the same potion
I
again?
believe it's the same potion.
What's the point? She knows we already win this one.
My dear friend Baptiste, for your consideration, a masterpiece. Nobles love this one. I'm sure it will remind you fondly of your mother.
Seriously?
You know, it does remind me of my mother, and it's hard to put a price on such a thing. Fortunately, that's not for me to decide. Audience? Well, I'd say you won them over.
Good. Let that be the end of this.
Sylvia, will you rise to the challenge?
Bitch, you have to win twice. And also, I'm gonna kick your ass.
This one's a winner. At least it was last time.
It's instantly identifiable as a curse cure, that's for certain.
Yeah, no shit.
This,
The more impressive it appears.
potion, I think, is kind of really OP, though. Any curse this dispels,
Correct.
that's crazy. That's
Saba, we're
a little
only
too-
200 gold below Maven. Once again, I know we're on easy mode, but still.
I need to rethink my strategy.
All right. Oh, sure. This is gonna hurt a lot, but
How much do we go down?
26, I think. Yeah, we're at 33. Oh my god, I drew none. Shit. I shouldn't have said
Well,
anything.
You said that.
Serenity of Mind
What's
doesn't
that?
work because my stress is too high. What the hell is that?
You
Oh,
beat it.
drop. Oh, we won.
Yep.
Literally one heart of interest.
Unfold before our very eyes. We have a new champion, and her name is Sylvia.
And Maven can't do the same trick again because it took her fucking
She
years
used it.
to make that one crystal.
And it's me!
And it's me!
No. No!
Man, it's really lucky that she is, like, weak right now.
It feels just as good this second time around. You want me to beat you again? Because I could do this all day.
This is intolerable, unthinkable. In my prime, I could have reduced you to a smear of smoldering ash with a wave of my hand. I could have forced the crowd to tear you to pieces while chanting my name. But now, it's all I can do to retain some control over this single vessel. Without him, I can't even scratch my own nose. These
What?
stubby, scaly arms.
I don't know if that's the way that works, but okay.
The arms are too short.
And without that ingredient, this is how I will.
Lizards in
remain.
real life could touch their faces. This feels stupid.
Listen, it's not all bad.
Yeah, but this is like a fucked up anime lizard.
Plant a cutting, grow a new flower. You can try again when it blooms. In 10 years or so.
Oh, to have fallen so far. My dreams of conquest shall go unrealized.
The idea that we're not going to report this lizard is kind of nuts.
We're not?
I don't think
What?
so.
Wait, so are we just gonna let him control Robin?
No, I think Robin wakes up. Yeah.
Oh my god, I was gonna be like, thank
Is it
god.
over? Did we win?
Shush now. We're going home. We can get ice cream on the way.
Is he still like the mind of a boy
Okay.
because she's been controlling him this whole time?
You've won
Correct.
today, Sylvia.
Oh my
But you
god,
had
that's
better
morbid.
Watch your back.
Did
That's
anybody
sad.
catch all that?
That is really sad,
Sure,
right?
I just saved Rafta from the vengeful return of a power-mad sorceress. No? Ah, well. I saved my shop. I saved my uncle. I really did it! I won!
$500,000.
Money!
Yay!
All right, let's wrap this up.
I could get used to this feeling.
It wasn't always easy.
But we pulled it off in the end, didn't we?
It's kind of you to say we, but it's obvious who the true victor is. You're amazing, Sylvia.
Yes, you're right. Me and Zach.
It's
Zach
true.
and I.
If you say so. But I'm
Zach
glad
doing the potion brewing, the ingredient buying, the haggling, Saba doing the talking
Me
and
doing
dating.
the power of friendship.
It was like getting me the cards that I needed in order to actually have a crazy deck.
Softy. Now, are you ready to slip into something less feathery? Because I've just finished brewing a potion that I think you're gonna like.
Sylvia, I couldn't make it to the tournament, but I heard the outcome. It appears you've accomplished all you set out to do. I owe you congratulations.
So, do you want to know something kind of fun? I know we're already, like, way over time. They specifically made it so that way she wasn't at the thing, because otherwise, she being a member, like a representative of the bank, being susceptible to mind magic, she's immune to it.
Oh, interesting.
I think I think that's because
That's cool.
that's how it's like no one can manipulate her into forgetting about their debt or whatever.
A most satisfying outcome.
I don't know. Spending it on ramen might have been a little more satisfying.
That's
That's way too much
$500,000.
Now, as per our agreement,
Was that from our face?
Yeah, you don't remember that? That's how we started. She brings out a contract and attaches it to our soul.
this property is paid off in full and belongs entirely to you.
That's it. I'm free now?
As promised, I live by the letter of my contract, Sylvia, which is why my business is not yet concluded here. Is it, Oswald?
You know?
The possibility never even occurred to me until an owl was spotted doing Sylvia's paperwork at the licensing bureau. An owl
That's funny.
who couldn't help himself from boasting about Sylvia's progress. With familial pride in his
Man, he was so
voice,
close.
You very nearly got away with it.
He did get away with it. It doesn't matter if you figured it out. We already paid you back.
Nevertheless, Oswald's dereliction was an outrageous violation of terms. There are
do you mean he's
consequences
an owl?
to that. Rather severe consequences, as you'll remember from the fine print.
Oh dear. That's it then, isn't it? This is the end.
It is. I'll give you a moment to
Wait, I'm
say
sorry.
goodbye.
What's happening? She's gonna die?
Hold on. You can't just...
Sylvia, my girl. Let it go. I won't allow you to put yourself in harm's way for me. Not again. I'm so proud of you, Sylvia. You've accomplished incredible things.
Oh, I'm going to do something incredible, all right. Just watch me. Helena, let's make a deal.
I'm listening.
You're so sure of your abilities. But Oswald tricked you. He
You remember
was
at the very beginning of the game when we were doing the tutorial and we were guaranteed to lose?
My abilities
Against
are
her? Who are
Yeah.
we?
That was against her.
That's a
She was
bummer.
like, sell me this potion, and it was like a piece of crap.
And
Oh,
what's
interesting.
to stop someone else from using the same trick? When word gets out about this, and it will, believe me, everyone who owes you so much as a phone call will be embracing their wild side.
I sense a but coming.
Takes one to know one. It so happens, I've just finished brewing the one and only antidote for transmogrification.
That was really
When that
fast.
potion is gone, it's gone forever. And it might be the only way you can ensure no one else slips through your grasp. That potion can be yours. For a price.
I think I know already what price you're asking, but I'm in the
But
mood
if
to
she
have
gives that away, then Oswald can't change back.
Like a pro.
That's her own cards.
Show your
Oh, yeah.
expertise. Close like a boss.
Very well, Sylvia. You have yourself a deal. What
She's
a
like, I
difference
made
a few
two.
years makes. Your skill is undeniable.
I almost think you went easy on me.
Absolutely not. I like you, Sylvia, but I don't let sentiment creep in on business decisions. Executing all...
I'm not gonna lie, this does make me want to play like a warlock who is beholden to a banker patron.
For business.
Brutal, but I get it.
It's a brutal world. But you're well on your way. And if I might humbly suggest it, someday in the future you may find yourself in need of an influx of capital. On that day, call on me. I'll keep a contract handy. Just in case.
She's gone. She really left.
Yeah, but you're still a bird.
Sylvia, you saved me. I owe you twice over now.
I'm beginning to think you like being indebted. But you must be disappointed that she took the cure with her.
I'll learn to live with it. It's almost certainly a better fate than what Helena had in store.
Then you don't want the cure? Because I've got a spare.
And anyway, it could be worse.
Oh my god.
Feathers over scale. You... What did you say?
I made
It's
two
like a minier
potions.
version.
I thought I could get a nice chunk of change if I sold one to me.
What?
For that idea.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's really good.
But I've got the second potion here, bottled up just for you. It's pretty small.
It is
but it should be
smaller.
the
Okay.
dosage, given your size. And I can guarantee it doesn't taste like old cabbage.
But you... I don't deserve you, Sylvia. I really don't.
Oh, come on. You didn't think I'd leave you hanging.
Leave you hanging like a bird.
Who cares what I thought? Dear niece, you've made a habit of surpassing my expectations, every one of them.
I couldn't have done any of this without you. We make a good team. And we're sticking together from now on, right?
Let's shake on it, just as soon as I have hands again.
Does that mean you're ready to get untransmogrified?
Ready as I'll ever be. Buttoned up.
I'm sorry, where's the potion? What is happening? Did it work?
Those are some interesting side effects. This could take a while.
So it didn't work?
Well, it's going to work. It just might take a while.
Everything's going great here in
See?
Rapture.
Oh, there it is! We don't get to see his face. No model.
You don't get to see his face, but damn.
That's a lot of hair.
Funny story. Oswald isn't dead. Although I did almost kill him with one of my potions. Not on purpose. In all the confusion, I ended up inheriting his shop anyway. He doesn't seem bitter about it though. We're going to be partners. I can't wait for you to see what we accomplish. All my love, Sylvia.
That's cute.
It is. It's a nice ending.
Yay!
There you go, Saba. That was Potionomics
Here's
with the extra DLC. So what'd you think?
There's some like intro art. I like it. I do think the way we played it was probably my favorite too. Like I don't know how good I would have been at the actual deck building, but I did like being able to see like all of the narratives.
Yeah.
That was fun. It did start getting a little long at some points because we did have like our look at that family. Wow. We did have like our routine or whatever. Which took some time, but I think it was fun overall. You know,
we had to do it as in the way that we did
look
for
how
the most
tiny
part.
He is. That's not right. He's way bigger than that. That's really funny.
DLC. Remember she wanted a centipus?
Yes! Oh, yeah, that's what that was. Slime juice? I don't know how to feel about that. Oh my god, look at it. It's in agony.
I'm about to say, literally drinking its brain. I don't know, man. See, now, like, I hate to say it, but, like, could you imagine this game, but with this art style instead of the 3D? Not that the 3D wasn't good! But it's just, like, I don't know. I find the art really, really, really charming. All
See you
right.
again soon.
Well, there you go. That was the game.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Okay.
So once again, just to reiterate, that took I initially assumed we would, well, just based on previous playthroughs, I thought this was going to be 4 episodes. It
How
ended up
many
being
did we
12.
get? Like 12? Okay.
Yeah. It like literally you tripled the length of the campaign by being able to do everything in a single day. Like, not, once again, it's like we don't have to, it doesn't matter. We experienced everything, which is great. But the like just try to in your mind imagine that it's like, okay, you start the day by brewing potions, you then leave once, that's 1 block at a time, which allows you to go somewhere. You leave that place wherever you decide to go. If it's Quinn, if it's Baptiste, like, just remember, every day we were Baptiste, the adventurers, which all count as one area, and the what you calls it, the cats.
Way different. Yeah.
By default, that's half of your day gone by default, right? And so it's like you have to start brewing something in the morning, set it to 3, so then you come back home, then you have to do stuff. Like, you know, anyway, you get the idea. It's like playing this on normal is a very, very different experience than what you just had. But it was also fun because I got a different experience because I had never played this with voice acting before. That was cool.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But okay.
All right, we're done.
Enough now.
Ciao, Saba. Enjoy your dinner. So the plan is to be back on Sunday, which is the day before something. Isn't September 1st something? Like Labor Day or something? Whatever. Hypothetically, the plan is to be back with Split Fiction. So just remember that.
That'd be crazy. Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Ciao.
Until next time. Goodbyes.